All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the nighttime stream. It's me, TheCardconomist. We're live again. Boy, I was feeling so yucky in the daytime stream. I'm feeling great now, so no problems at all. Let's get started and let's have a nice night. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. Yeah, I was dying to get out of that last stream. I had this horrible, like, pre-migraine headache, but the migraine never came. I went to sleep immediately, and I pretty much slept the whole day. So that'll cure a headache. All right. So we got all the meat is fresh, even the whale meat. Okay. And then One Piece OP13 live card shop. There's our dumb title. Let's see. So under Chinese boxes, we have Hidden Fates coming soon. That has actually arrived. Hidden Fates is here. Okay. I'm going to remove Gem 1 from the list for now because I don't have plans of bringing that back yet. Okay. Glory of Team Rocket's here. It's all here. You know, I'd really like to work on the menu. There's some product that just never sells that I would actually like to see it move on. Here's the moving sale stuff, actually. I'd like to see that disappear, too. That's been sitting around for a while. The vintage WOTC GI Joe cards. You know, we've sold some of that here and there. Carddass Nikke. That's actually a great product. That product's done very well for me for a long time. People buy that from time to time. The Japanese Kaiju number 8. That is a perfect example of a set that I probably need to... I need to let that set go, man. Vintage Box Break, Ancient Origins. Oh, man. I don't even care if that sells. The Ancient Origins just goes up. Like, it's nice that it doesn't sell too fast. I can't believe how fast that's been going up. Any recent sales on that, I wonder? Let's see. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the late night stream. Let's see. Ended recently. Wow, the last box of Ancient Origins sold on August 24th in auction, $8,000. $8,000. When we started that box break, it was like a $4,000 box or a $3,000 box. I can't remember. And it has already gone up from there to $8,000. It's just unbelievable how expensive that is. All right, really crazy. Let me go ahead and get rid of these unnecessary emails. All right, closing that. Good. And now here's a Michael Pettiford order. We didn't finish that earlier. I was suffering, man. I had such a bad headache. You have no idea. So we got Mr. Urshad's shipping. Then we did Mr. NHCC, his 6 packs of OP12. So we have 2 packs of Chinese 151 for 6. We got the Joshua Whipple order. And then after that, we got 4 more orders. That's a lot, actually. Wow, we got a bunch of pre-orders, guys. Or maybe you guys just placed an order. We also have Michael Pettiford. We're going to take care of all that. All right, and while we're here, let's go here. Welcome, guys. We have a horizontal stream. What do you think of that? Pretty good. Okay. So, Michael, we'll start with Michael. 2 of the Japanese OP13s. Do you guys think I should make a video, 1 whole box of One Piece OP13? I don't know if that would perform very well. It's not a Pokemon card product. Okay, there we go. You know, I never spend money on anything like this, but I should consider spending money on like a content creator consultation or something like that to improve our content, just because I can actually afford to spend money on something like that. Like, it's not out of my price range to hire some sort of person to give me some creative ideas and maybe, you know, find a way to get a fresh perspective. Kind of like what Cracker Barrel just did, but except we don't want to make any mistakes like Cracker Barrel did. But yeah, I mean, I realize if you think of this from a business perspective, we've got all the money in the world for something like that. It probably is, compared to an actual Pokemon card, like I just spent $1,000 on one Tyranitar over here. Where'd he go? I just spent $1,000 on this. If a consultation of the channel resulted in some improvements or some fresh ideas or something like that, and it was only $1,000, it'd be like, what is that? Like one card? You know what I mean? It's nothing. So Wednesday morning, our boat's gone. Wednesday morning. So after this stream, a couple hours later, gentleman's going to come over and they're going to start taking my boat away. That's the second boat. And he is offering to buy our junky Wave Runner, which had an issue. But the real issue is that the lift it used to sit in, the lift died. So we sold the lift a long time ago. And then unfortunately, the Sea-Doo was not tied down well enough, and it took a bunch of like damage from bumping against the deck. So that's we're getting rid of that too, because he offered to buy that too. So we're gonna get rid of all of it, man. We're gonna have nothing. We got one car, and that's it. One car. And I was talking to Karis today, and she was saying that we should just go ahead and sell the homes too. The spare home and the rental lake house, both of those are going to be considered for sale. So we're looking, we're doing what we said we were thinking about doing, and that is potentially moving. And in order to move, we got to get rid of all of our stuff. So we're getting closer to that outcome. Here goes, Michael. Nope, no vertical, no vertical. We got the vertical stream done already. It was the daytime stream. You want to see some data, by the way, guys? For those of you who are loyal friends and followers and people just who enjoy what we do, enjoy the community here, enjoy the conversations, you have given feedback that you do not like the vertical streams. But let me show you something. You go over to the announcement channel here. Look at this data. So if you zoom in on that, that's the daytime stream with 4 subscribers. Peak concurrent is 88, 68 likes. It wasn't a very long stream. 1,285 likes. Now, we'll scroll over here. This was also a vertical stream. 1,637. This is a nighttime stream. 2 subscribers. Peak concurrent at 91. Now, look at this. This is a horizontal stream. The peak concurrent was higher, but we only got 560 views and 0 subscribes. No subscribes in this stream. So, and that tells me that when we go horizontal, people who already know about me enjoy it. They hang out. We have a good time. But I'm thinking that YouTube doesn't actually advertise this channel to anyone. And then when we go vertical, it advertises to a ton of people. This is triple the views right here. So here's a horizontal with 560 views, and the vertical, triple, 1,637. And this is a little more than double. So yeah, vertical is important, guys. I hate to say it. And again, I don't make those rules up. That's YouTube. YouTube decides what to advertise. They're saying, we will advertise you if you stream vertical, not if you stream horizontal. So I don't know why it's that way. That's the way that it is. And if we were smart, all the streams would be vertical. But I think we're going to do daytime vertical, nighttime horizontal. I think that's a good strategy. What do you guys think? The nap took me. I'm super excited about BGS now. Nice. People keep forgetting that YouTube is being like TikTok and Instagram. It pushes it out like that. All right. Well, like, I noticed in the daytime stream, even though I was suffering from a terrible headache, I was underplaying how bad that headache was. That headache was splitting, dude. It was so bad. But anyways, underneath the headache, I was thinking about how we were getting all these guys coming in asking, how do I make a purchase? So we were getting new guys. And I was like, hey, that's kind of a big deal, man. That's not a small thing. All right, Michael Pettiford. Okay, there we go. It's not like a 20% bump in views or a 30% bump. It's triple. That's 300%. 300% viewer increase. 300% increase in exposure. Like, that's a big deal. That's not a small thing at all. That to me says, if there was a YouTube channel and all they did was vertical, they're going to grow faster than me. They win, I lose. And it's an interesting thing, It could be a fad. It could be a trend. Like maybe YouTube gets rid of that over time. But it's probably something we should hop on, especially if you like the idea of meeting new people, more people in this group. We are. I think that's a good thing as the channel owner, obviously. So here's Miss 6, 2 Chinese, 151. Oh, I see how it is. Let's see. I think we get a fresh box. Yeah, we need a fresh box. I'm new, and this is pretty great. Well, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Jared. Jared, we've been running this stream for 6 years. We've been doing the same stream for 6 years. It's nice to have you. There's some people who are in here who've been there the whole time. Ooh, all right. Very nice. Karis and I were fantasizing selling all my Pokemon cards on eBay, just listing them all. Taking the money and moving somewhere like to the beach or something. We are. Just a full liquidation. Let it all go. No more Pokemon cards. Sell the whole thing. Start all over again. Buy a brand new home on the ocean or something. And then I'm like, nah, that'd be stupid. It is. All right. Ooh, look at that. You can give some to us. I would. Well, imagine I decided to do that. Well, imagine I said, I'm doing a full liquidation and all of my slabs became available for sale. That'd be crazy. I mean, I have more than you guys probably realize because it's not like I'm able to show them all off all day. How much do you think everything's worth? Gotta be $1 million. It's gotta be at least $1 million. All right, here we are. There we go. That's why we spend so much on security, because it's like, well, you can't have anything go wrong. But yeah, it's a little tempting, the idea, maybe turn that all into cash, plant it into some home somewhere, and then just start the collection over. But this time from like a new castle. We're in our castle home. So it's, you know, that kind of idea is tempting. But I think that that's, you know, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I don't think you need to do that. Here we are. That's wild, $1 million. Oh, yeah. We are. Okay. Miss 6. Pulling a nice Charizard. I like it. Let's go find her bag. All right. It's got to be, but and I got to say, it didn't start out as $1 million of cards. It was much more humble. So I'm not this person who like earned $1 million of Pokemon cards. I just spent all my money on Pokemon cards. That's what I really did. That's the easiest thing in the world, is to spend money. And they just went up. That was it. They just went way up. Like, look at this guy. I bought him for $3,800, and now he last sold for like $15K. All right, that's a lot. We got this from Von Doom for $16K. I believe he is worth in the ballpark of around $50,000 to $60,000, the Dark Dragonite. We bought this one for $28,000, I think. No, $22,000, and I think he's in the ballpark of about $50 now. I mean, that's a lot of money. That adds up really fast. Here's a Lugia. We got this for $8,000. I don't know what he's going for. Here's Ho-Oh. We got these decks at a pretty good price. I got this Mew at $5,000. I believe he has a confirmed sale of $20,000 now, right? We got this Snorlax for $2,700. I bet he's like $10,000. I don't know what this is worth. Pop 3, huh? Pretty remarkable. Anyways, yeah, so, you know, I've got this collection of cards that, I mean, it adds up real fast. Just put together the value of the Charizard box and your eyes will pop these days. But again, they didn't cost that much when I bought them. They were cheap when I bought them. They were relatively cheap when I bought them. And so it's really just luck. Kind of like investing in the right crypto. All right, so Josh says, for the birds to BGS and cut the hollows out and ship the rest. You got it, man. So we got you right here. Wow, 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 wow. Anyone saw Kim Kardashian's daughter in the backlash people are giving on how she's 12? No. What is she, like, dressing too inappropriately, or? I do not pay attention to celebrities too much. I pay attention to Pokemon cards. There are. Mr. Casually shuffling 100K in his hands. That's what I'm saying. Like, in the past, it wasn't quite 100K, but yeah, they've really gone up over time quite a lot. Wow, that all looks so nice. Okay, I love seeing these cards. I love the feeling of cards in my hand, man. This is such a good feeling. You're going to like this when it gets home to you, too. And I bet you I already pulled that bird. Yeah, I did. So I already did that step for you. So he's got the B behind him, B for BGS. Hope you get a black label on any of those. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Very inappropriate. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. She's joining the family business. The Kardashians understand selling, you know, selling your sexuality is a profitable business. That's all there is to it. They're basically like diet OnlyFans models. That's what they are. And they're saying you're going to do it too because you're going to be exceedingly wealthy like we are. And 12 isn't appropriate, and it doesn't really matter because at the very, 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 very top of society, there's very few rules for those guys. They don't got rules. Their rule is that they better have more money than you. That's their one rule. You worship them and give them your attention, and then they make money. That's the only rule. There's no like, oh, Jesus said you can only start wearing bad, inappropriate outfits at the age of so-and-so. They don't do that. They don't care. It's not how it works. They go, what do we got to do to make money? And then they make money, and then they win, and we lose, and we go, oh, I don't like them. And they go, oh, that's too bad. They wipe their tears away with their $100 bills and their mansions in California. They go, oh, that's so sad. So sad that you don't approve of us. So they don't care. Let's see. Yeah, Kim Kardashian, didn't she got famous off of a sex tape. There we go. And it worked. It's not like later she became irrelevant. She was wealthy and got attention her whole life. So it worked. That's all she had to do. That's 4 total, including my other ace to BGS. I believe that's 3 total. Hold on here. Here we are. Did you say you had pulled one more ace? Let me go looking for it. You said your ace you sent for another card to be graded. Is it a card you had already paid for, like, a different day? Could you give me some information? You're confusing me. Here it is. All right. Got it. All right. Figured it out. It's from a different order, different day. All right. Yes, sir. 4 of these. Thank you so much, Mr. Whipple. You got some interesting cards. If any of those grade black label, it's going to be huge. Good luck with that. I hope you pull one. And I hope you get rich off of it. Help you make a flip on it. All right, so all these off to BGS. Those Bandai cards are printed real nice, so they always have a shot. So we got, look at all those slabs. Isn't that disgusting? It's so many slabs. Ooh, baby. Dark Kadabra. Ooh, those look great. This is a black label right here. Black Label Freerin. Now, this could go up on eBay pretty fast. Black Label Freerin OFR. Ooh, what if I had like a black label channel in Discord? That'd be interesting. Here we are. Okay. This one's nice. Lugia 10. Okay. And that's based off of Cheapest Buy It Now. Here's a nice one. Cubone 10. Rocket Returns. Here is Birthday Pikachu. Now, by the way, so the PSA 10 version of this card goes for $800. So as a CGC 10, we're doing $400. $800 is a last sold price, too, by the way. This is a very conservative price. Here we are. What did I pay for him? Because I acquired him as a 9, didn't I? Let me see. I acquired him because I believed that he was wrongly graded. Isn't that right? Let me see. Cubone 9. Or was he a card I graded myself? If he's a card I graded myself, maybe I... If he's a card I graded myself, maybe... No, I don't think I had a Cubone to grade. I don't think I did. I would have remembered that. Wow, the first Cubone I acquired it for $255. Might have been this Cubone down here. Check this out. So down here for $139, it says I acquired a 9.5 SGC Cubone. I probably acquired him with the intention of attempting to regrade it because I must have looked over the images and thought that it was a strong card. So I probably bought it, and then once it arrived, I probably examined it more closely and said, yep, this is a regrade. And then if we sent it to PSA and they downgraded it to a 9, and then we sent it to CGC and they upgraded it to a 10. What do you think of that? Very fascinating story for this card. Let me show you. It's a strong 10, in my opinion. Let's see. So the biggest issue, I think, is some slide-off centering. But look how clean the hollow portion is. The hollow is actually quite good. But the bigger issue is going to be on the back. You can see some slide-off centering between the left and the right. And with PSA, sometimes they allow that through as a 10. You can see CGC did allow it through as a 10. There it is. But the centering on the front's really nice. So that's what you're buying. Little off-center on the back, but looking really strong on the front. I feel like that's exactly in the category it should be in. With if you sent this to the BGS, it'd probably be 9.5 over there. regrading a PSA 9 into a CGC 10 is a genius flip move. It's not genius, and it doesn't work every time. So it's not as profitable as you think it is. But this one passed their rubric for the Gem 10. Okay, we got the shipping done. Thank you for donating the hollers. I really appreciate that. Let us see. What is next? So we got that done. This was posted 5 hours ago. Martin Ramirez, would you take my PSA 9 reverse foil Charizard from Evolutions to finish off my slab away? Okay. So I think I remember you pulled a Charizard. Let me go look at that real fast. Is it over here by chance? You might have a deal on that, because I can just pop him right back in. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm going to go get it. Whew. All right. Here we are. I am going to accept that. Pull this down. Okay, he's going to go back in. He's a great card. He is exactly what he appears to be. Okay. I feel like OnlyFans shows how many people are willing to give up their self-respect for money. True. I don't know if they feel that way about it. Maybe they don't feel disrespected by it. Here's the thing. When you're really hot and everyone's giving money to see how hot you are, some people might actually get a self-esteem boost from that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, yeah, I'm pretty hot. Might not bother them at all. There we go. They might be like, you think it's bad, but I don't. You know, like a religious thing. Ooh. Ooh. So, Martin, let's go get your slab now. He just paid off his slab with that Charizard. There we go. Look at that. All right. Are you okay? You breathing heavily? No, I'm good. I ran up and down the stairs there. I ran. You have to go a pretty far distance to get to the location where we store the slabs for shipping. Excuse me. All right, so Martin with a, no, I'm doing good. Actually, I've been feeling healthier than ever lately. Other than this whole pulled muscle between my neck and my shoulder. That's super annoying. So, you're going to be over here. Let's see. Mr. Martin. Yeah, if you ever have me go upstairs and downstairs, you'll hear me huffing. You have to climb a whole bunch of stairs to get down there. And then you run right back up the stairs. Because I know the longer it takes for me to come back, the longer it takes, the more likely people will actually leave the stream. So I go pretty fast. You have a PSA 10 Cubone, but I didn't run into it. Let me go check the inbox over here. Not over here. It must be in this spot. I must have missed it. Let me check again. Cubone, huh? I go too fast sometimes. Let me see. PSA 10 Cubone. All right. All right, I don't see it. I wonder if it's possible I already put it downstairs in your box. Martin Ramirez. Which I'm not supposed to do that. That's very naughty if I do that. But I've done it before. I might be running back downstairs, guys. Let me look at it again. One more time. PSA 10 Cubone, Martin Ramirez, $125. All right, let me check this box. Yeah, okay. I didn't missort it into the wrong box, did I? Doesn't look like it. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to be running back downstairs. Oh, my God. I'm not seeing it. All right, give me a moment. I'll check through these boxes real fast. Just in case there was a missort. We got some nice slabs in here, man. All right, Martin. Martin, get in contact with me over what Cubone that is. Is he watching? Turn this down a bit. All right, yes, I'm out of breath. Let's see. Because I just raced up and downstairs and through a whole bunch of boxes. Good thing it's like free exercise. You say a PSA 10 Cubone, but I am not seeing that PSA 10 Cubone at all. Mr. No Discord ping? Really? There was no Discord ping? You know what? I don't know if it's such a good idea having Alex do the Discord ping, because the one time I don't check is the one time he's not here. Add here. We're going live for, what is today, Tuesday? All right, there we go. All right, Discord pinging it up. Now let me check again. I'm just really surprised this isn't here. I just don't see where else it could have gone. Maybe he bought it and I didn't put it in the box at all. Weird. Yeah, he will need to contact me. I might have to buy him one, which I do not want to have to do, but I'm not seeing it. Cubone 10. All right. I'm going to go mark it real fast. Okay, I marked it. Martin Ramirez, August 2025, PSA 10 Cubone. So you would have put it into slab away this month. This is going to drive me nuts, guys. Let's see, did it just get into the wrong pile somehow? Wow, we got a lot of slabs. Okay, put this back, and we'll put this back. Yeah, I don't know. It would be helpful to know which Cubone it was. And then we will probably want to consider finding a timestamp of the moment that you put it into slab away to make sure I actually wrote your name on the back. So we'll want some kind of evidence your name got written on the back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Jared Line. Mr. Jared's been waiting long enough. He says 10 packs of the Halo Upper Deck. Let's grab that. Misplaced Cubone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. How does the waifu shuffle work? Is anyone it, or we have to wait a while? It's instantaneous, and the way it works is it works just like the Poke Shuffle. I will pull a random card for you, and if your card has writing on it, you get a slab. Here we are. All right, so we are 32 minutes deep. Where'd the scissors go? Here they are. 32 minutes deep looking for a Cubone slab. I wonder where that could have gone, huh? Let's go ahead and snip this. Ready? We got 1. And here's 2 snips. Okay, here's 3 snips. Hey, what's up, Jared? Thanks for the order, man. Here's another one. Okay. And another one. All right. And another one. Snip. All right, those are all snipped. Set that down. Oh, yeah. So, let's start doing this. You ready? Let's go. Just a nice Tuesday night. We had a pretty busy Tuesday daytime stream. Part of that thanks to our friend Joshua Whipple. Ooh, we've got Didact. So for OP13, I wonder if people would enjoy having a you think people would enjoy having a case break for product like that? You know, I was really dwelling on the things I said about the 151 Surprise product, 151 Surprise, where I was saying the only way we're going to sell it is by the case, where there's a big case break. I wonder if people ever desire that case break for other products, you know? We are. Okay. How does the waifu slab shuffle work? By the way, let me go into all messages. There we go. Nice. I don't like it that YouTube starts me in top chat. So round 2 for our friend Mr. Jared. We've got this weapon drop card. So this will be the rare card in this pack. Shotgun. Oh yeah, classic. Okay, beautiful. These Halo Upper Deck cards have been a top seller for us for sure. A lot of Halo fans out there. A lot of great artwork from this game. I own a couple graded Halo cards. If you guys didn't know that, I like them myself. What do we have here? We've got. Okay. Oh, UNSC Longsword. What? All right. Let's see. Go ahead and close that up. Set that there. Set this here. Look at that. War Machines. Ah, that's cool, man. All right. All right. Just leaving this. Okay. Now we have, what do we have here? Let me ask you guys a question. Did you guys get a ping from YouTube tonight? Did YouTube ping you? Did anyone here receive the YouTube ping? Look at that. That's The Rookie from ODST. What a great soundtrack. There, good. All right. Promethean Night. Oh, Promethean. Good. No ping for me, says Hawaiian Rifleman. Whipple says, I did receive it. Oh, okay, very cool. Well, we were having trouble with that like a week or two ago, so just checking in, seeing how that's going. Here's Halo Wars, the story so far. Ooh. And Hunter. Look at that, Hunter. So nice. All right. Very good. We'll go ahead and sleeve this. Good. Here's... Oops. Oops. Here's... Oh, who's this? Captain Veronica Dare, Trisha Helfer. You got a voice actor signature. That's so cool, man. Wow. I didn't get one, but I was checking to see if you were live yet. We sure are. There we go. Very nice. Your link works in the description now. What? Somebody was saying that you have to like press and hold it on your cell phone or something like that. There it goes. It seems they don't work on mobile vertical streams specifically. Yeah, somebody talked about that. They said in order for the link to work, you have to press and hold it. Okay, here's the hit card out of here, and it is Prophet of Regret. Oh, God, I played so much Halo Wars, and he was one of my favorites, the Prophet. You could abuse him so much in the early game because of the shield regen, and then he wasn't as good as the Arbiter for early game, for sure. Arbiter was insane. But Prophet of Regret, I mean, if you're really good with him, he could be really scary, man. You just keep him just out of the view of your opponent. And if something important comes by, you drop that beam. Oh, man, so good. And then Flying Prophet was so dangerous. You virtually had to have an airport if you're, if you're playing Covenant, you had to have an airport just to make at least one Vulture. Because if you get a super upgraded Prophet and the guy is very actively playing the Prophet while he manages, maybe like Banshees or something, it forces you to go into Vampires to protect your base. You just have to. Because the Prophet all by himself can cause ridiculous harm to your bases and just spam himself constantly back and forth. His ability to fly made him a uniquely difficult leader. We are. Ooh, the Covenant Revenant. I wish I could play it for you guys. I wish I could play some Halo Wars for you guys. Have you watch it? That'd be so cool. You are. What do you guys? Would you like that if we played some Halo Wars? Halo 3 was my favorite. Would you guys like it if I took you into my living room and we played some Elden Ring after this? Just picked up the phone, brought it with me. I've seen people do that on TikTok where they don't like have a proper streaming setup. They just stream the game from their phone. How crazy. Halo 3 was my favorite. I think Halo Wars 1 was my favorite Halo game because I played it so much. Just an enormous amount. Okay. I still love it. I wish I could play it now. The problem with Halo Wars today, very few people playing it. Almost no one plays Halo Wars. But if they had just sort of like constantly updated the game and it had like a decent player base, I'd probably still be playing that game. I'd be playing that game today. There we go. All right, so we've got Serena. All right, there we have it. So let's review your pulse this time. So Mr. Jared, not Martin. Mr. Martin needs his cube on. We got to help Martin get his cube on. I did not run into that cube on, which is not a good thing. Here's Covenant Revenant. I don't know what happened to it. Here's the story so far. Sometimes people put a card into slab away, and then I fail to actually put the card in the box. So that might have happened here. We need the timestamp of when he put it into slab away. Ooh, the story so far. Halo Wars. We got the rookie. We got UNSC Longsword. No number on it, though. Okay. So these special cards like this can actually be numbered. I got these aside because I think they're so nice looking. Look at that. Don't those look nice? They look so nice. And then Didact. All right, cool, man. Very neat. Thank you so much. That is Jared, everybody. He's new. Did my music just stop? My music can't stop. I always got the chills when the elites helped during the flood. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I like how the elites kind of went from bad guys to good guys, and then the brutes became the bad guys. This video paused. Are you still watching? Yes. Yes, I am still watching. Some beautiful slabs here. You can see we have a nice Charizard. We have an Eevee. We got a Slowpoke. We have a very viable slab away here, this Zubat. I need sleep, been working a lot. Yeah, go get some sleep, man. Here's Articuno 9 for $39. I think we're going to lower that. I don't know where that price comes from. Articuno 9 now, $20. Okay. Good. Tempting. Oh, yeah, look at that Dedenne. Looks good. Primal Groudon. Primals. That's Dark Vaporeon. And Chatot. Good. Okay, good. Let's see. Now we've got Jose Arredondo. Oh, he waited 5 hours for this. I'm sorry. It wasn't Jared's turn. It was actually Jose Arredondo's turn. Tag grading Rockets, Moltres, and Houndoom. Very good. So he pulled this in the daytime stream, and you guys shouldn't miss that stream. It's very cool. A lot of stuff happens. Also, you know, big evidence that the Korean Pokemon cards are very worth grading and worth the opening, because even though they're not as expensive as the English cards, they still sell, and they're still very cool. It's authentic Pokemon product. So, that's a nice Nidoking there. Whoa, he's got a lot. Okay, there we go. These two right here. And he says he wants these sent off to tag grading. You got it, tag grading. No one pinged, I just did. I think I pinged, right? We are? I thought I did. All right. Set that down over there. Good. Mr. did. We are. All right. Put in this here. Ooh. Oh, you did? I read it wrong. There we go. Oh, it looked like the daytime stream, didn't it? It looked like the daytime stream. So, Jose Arredondo. Okay, that's going to say T for tag. Our middleman service, our middleman grading is more popular than ever. People love opening some cards over here and then setting them off. People enjoy it. It's a nice thing. Okay, the convenience of it. Ooh, hopefully you get a 10 on that. Good. Look at this. Beautiful cards here. We've got Chocolate, Choco Cat. No one wants it. I feel bad for Choco Cat. Okay. Oh, you guys get a giveaway today. You won the, remember there was a competition between nighttime stream and daytime stream. And you guys actually won that competition. So as a result, you guys are getting a bonus giveaway card. What should the bonus giveaway card be, I wonder? Choco Cat's cute. No one will take him otherwise. Poor Choco Cat. What's this? How about this Whooper? Okay. Let's get a nice fresh sleeve for this Whooper. So this will be the new giveaway tonight. This is the giveaway for beating the daytime streams in likes. If they had beaten you guys, this would have gone to them. Good. What are the likes at today? 22? Not bad. It's not too bad. Kind of lower on viewers tonight. I think that's because it's a Tuesday night. Tuesday is really just... They're a slow Pokemon day. They kind of always are. Sundays, too. Tuesdays and Sundays. Tuesdays must be like one of the worst days of the week for people to have money. They must just not have it. Okay, the keyword shall be night. For you guys are the night watch. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and reset the giveaway always next week. Dang, I should have went deep tonight. Did you see the student aside from the teacher and the student getting a suplex? What? What are you talking about? All right, Nat. I've typed it in. We're going to hit done. So, to participate in tonight's giveaway, just type in night. That's the keyword. Type that into the live chat, and you will be put into a drawing for this card. And it'll be handed out tonight. And it's a nice stamped Whooper from the, I believe this is Gem 1. So it's a really cool card. Graded PSA 10. Nothing wrong with that. Probably has a value around $40. And it's a nice thing. I wait all day for this stream, and when it finally gets live, it doesn't seem long enough, says Dennis. Dennis, no! Okay, so now we have an order of Aaron Seals. He says, cancel the tag rating for Seismitoad, Umbreon, Spot. The rest is from the credit for tag rating. Oh, right. Let me go grab that. I forgot about this. Give me a second here, guys. All right, I'm sorry, but I can't find it. It might already be gone. It might already be submitted. Give me a second here. I'll check over here for a second. This is Aaron Seals tag grading. And it's not here. So it can only be in a few spots. I believe it's too far along in the grading process. Let's see. I should not allow this. I was during the daytime stream. I was wondering if it should be allowed, but it's like if you do it early enough, we can easily do it. The problem is we're in the middle of the tag submission, and I believe it's already submitted and it's kind of locked away a little bit. So give me a second here. Let me go over to the submission channels real fast. Okay, so I haven't posted it though. Says here, Aaron Seals, Seismitoad, Japanese, 109, Shinji. So your card already went, but it's not in a tag submission. It's in a PSA submission. So what did you order, tag or PSA? Yeah, it's already been submitted. Let me log in here. Captain Waffles on Discord, sent you a message. Hey, okay, sent you a message on Discord. You got it, man. Hello, Captain Waffles. Here, scroll down to the bottom here. You used the wrong name in the email. Okay, I see. So you're saying that the name's actually very important for this shipment, and it's a different name from the... So what we did was I copy and pasted the information in your PayPal profile which is kind of standard because that's what PayPal will expect me to use. But I think I can cancel it and remake the label and use that different name like you requested. So let me go ahead and mark this unread. And I'm going to go in and fix that. So in addition, Aaron Seals, I'm going to go ahead and reverse his transaction, everybody. His card's already been submitted. Yeah, that's the issue. So that was a very time costly. I think the rule has to be once you submit it, you gotta apply to cancel it sooner. There it is. Aaron Seals. When did he apply to grade this? You know what? I'll let him tell me when he applied for it. But I need to go ahead and cancel his current payment. I need to cancel this. Okay. This item was already submitted and shipped for grading. It's too late to cancel it. Additionally, it appears to have gone to PSA. Okay, we're going to issue a refund. All right, there we go. So that's done. And he received his money back. And now Mr. Irshad would like to have his shipping changed. So let's start by looking up your current, let's begin this way. Let's look up the current address because we're going to edit that address. So we're going to choose this. Yes. Okay. Sorry guys, just a lot of non-Pokemon card pack opening kind of business that we're doing right now. We do a lot more than just open cards, and we do it all live. So we're going to choose edit on this one. And you say you want a different name on it. Let me see the name. So I need it sent to so-and-so. All right, you got it, man. So we're going to change this over to the other name. We're going to hit OK on that. And OK. Accept. All right, that's all been changed. Now let's bring over your shipment and get rid of the label and create a new label. I actually kind of like working on the shipping live just because it gives us time for us to sort out any issues like wrong addresses. And when I say it all out loud, there's actually a recording of it all. So if anything ever goes wrong, we can always go find a timestamp. That has actually saved a couple shipments in the past. That has saved a couple shipments. The fact that we timestamp it all, the information. How heavy did I make this? I made this one. Weird, it doesn't say on the label. Fascinating, I thought it used to say. Okay, well, let's go ahead and print this. Is that Whooper for me? It could be. It could be. You could win the nighttime stream giveaway, so it could be for you. All right, let's jump into history. We're going to go ahead and cancel the Irshad ticket, the Irshad label, and then print out this new Imran one. That's right. You just type in night for the giveaway card, and there's only 58 people in here. For some reason, we have like half the usual audience. That's really low. Wouldn't you guys agree? That is pretty low. So you might actually win 6. There's not a lot of competition. That might be your card tonight. And you deserve it because you're here and they're not. So we're going to say refund on this. But, you know, there's a good reason people don't show up for a stream. And typically they're out of money. And it's Tuesday, and I think Tuesday's a bad money day for people. I don't think anyone has any money left on a Tuesday. That is my theory, is that by Tuesday, nobody has any money left. 3:30 a.m. here. Tried to get up and catch you. Nice, man. Well, you did. You totally caught me. We got this other name, just like you requested, and we're going to go ahead and print. I didn't know the name was so important. We are. Is it a reshipping company? Is that where we're sending it? I'm just curious. There you go. Sometimes people need the name to be just right when they're actually shipping their item to like another shipping company that's going to forward it to another place. Tossing this. I don't think it is because you didn't mention anything like a reference number. All right. If it's a home address, usually the name can be wrong and it doesn't matter. PSA, don't trust a fart at work. Thank God we have showers and I have extra clothing. What are you saying? Don't trust a fart at work, guys. This is wisdom. This is why people come here, is for the wisdom. Mister, would me changing the name on the label affect my slab getting shipped out? Yes, it is a freight forwarder. Ah, okay. You just made a really important mention about the potential slab not being found. That is a perfect thing to mention. You caught that by reminding me to warn Alexis that it's probably under Urshad. So if we had not fixed that, she would have missed it. Absolutely. If we wrote Urshad on the back, that's the only thing she'll accept is Urshad. So give me a second. Let me write this down. I'm gonna write Urshad. Good catch. There you go. And then you would have been contacting me. You would have been saying, "I'm missing a label. I'm missing a slab," and I'd have been like, "No." All right, there we go. Yes, when it is time to ship, it is important that the name on the label matches your slab so that we can go find all your slabs. But in this case, oh, it just smudged. She's not going to be able to read that. I hate it when that happens. All right, hold on. Let me, I'll write it in Sharpie. Sharpie doesn't smudge. Urshad. Okay, I wrote it in Sharpie. Sharpie doesn't smudge. This stupid pen ink, I don't know why the pen smudges so much. All right, there we go. So she knows to go looking for this name for the slab as well now. And there we go. All right, you're all set up. I think we're good. That was a shipping order, guys. We got it all taken care of. We took care of Mr. Aaron Searles. He wanted to cancel a grading with tag grading. However, it was too late. The card has already been sent off to grade. Team Rocket Grunt says, I noticed you didn't add my prismatic Espeon to the August submission. Was it too late? So will it be in the September? It was definitely too late. It had already gone. Let's see. Team Rocket. Let's see, right, because here it is. You're talking about this one. Yeah, that one was 100% too late. It was not like missed it by a day or anything. Sometimes the way it works, I will have a submission done and shipped, and I don't post it right away. So, you know, or whatever, but people will be surprised it's already out. And that has happened before where they're like, wait, I didn't get in. It's like, nope. When we begin the submission process, there's not a lot of time to get into it anymore. Sometimes you're just locked out of it and it goes. And that's got to be the nature of it. Something about when you're working on submissions are extremely detail oriented. And so I don't like to change too much. It's too dangerous. You'll lose someone's card. It is. But I don't know how far along we're at, or if it was already shipped by the time you ordered the PSA grading. Here is, once it's locked in, it's kind of locked in. Here's Mark J. Valerian for 1 pack of English 151. TCC, the Bubble Mew is rising. Think it could go really high. We noticed that too. We noticed that the cost of a pack, the cost of a pack of Paldean Fates went up significantly, like 25% or something like that. And so people like the Bubble Mew artwork. That's very good. I think I have 2 of them. I think I'm very lucky I have 2 of them. We need to go get some more 151s. I'll be back. Man, slow night. Yeah, only 64 people. Kind of slow. Oh, well. It's not a big deal. All right, so we are selling through these 151 packs. We've just gone through 2 more sealed containers of it. So I'm going to go ahead and place a restock on these. All right, so just give me a minute. What do these run? Let's see. Ow. Jesus. Lucky I bought a 9 for 400. You're talking about the Mew? He's a cute card, isn't he? How about this one? Let's see this one. Nope. You know, there's a lot of people selling these in a way that doesn't look right. How about this one? Yeah. Sourcing these isn't super nice. We could source like a super high quality one, like a case, you know. We could do that. How about this one? Let's see. Man, there's so many fake looking. How about this one? Oh, I like this one. Well, it is getting hard to buy these guys. It's getting hard to source them. I like that one. Okay. We're almost ready to open these. I think I have what I want. We're gonna snatch this one. So 151 is getting trickier to restock. Okay. And let me go ahead and set a price as well. Divided by 12 packs, right? Isn't it 12? Charizard from Paldean Fates just sold for $975. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, it's divided by 12. Okay. So wait a second. Divided by 6, divided by 12. Okay, and what is our current price on this? Pokemon English, 151. $16. So it's saying I should probably sell them at $17 at this point. So the problem is this product's getting pretty hard to source now. It's going up by $1. English 151 from 16 to 17. Paldean Fates went from 17 to 22. The sets you love the most, which by the way have been out for a little while, right? So this is not just printed. This has been out for a while. These are steadily going up. Something to think about, guys. What we do here gives you an insight into how the market's moving a little bit. 151, I mean, they reprinted Blooming Waters, right? So Blooming Waters gets a reprint. In other words, it is the reprint. And it makes Pokemon news. People are going all crazy for them. And then what happens after Blooming Waters? Well, it doesn't appear anything's happening after Blooming Waters. They're busy printing other things now. They could be done printing 151 sets. 151 might be done. Ooh, 2 cold ones. So, 151 prices could hit, not tomorrow, not today, but they could be $25 a pack, not that far away from right now. And as a seller who's been selling for 6 years, I'm super aware of that. It's in a category I like to think of as the Hidden Fates category. It's not like a standard set. It's a specialty set. They only sell these in special boxes, and it's got a big chase pull. It's got lots of good chase pulls in it. So this and Paldean Fates are going to hit that $25 mark, and that's just going to be a normal thing. Paldean Fates, 151. $25 booster packs. Just give it a little more time. It'll be $25. Something to think about when it comes to what you feel like opening next. Because sometimes it's better to open something that you're pretty sure is about to go up in price than to open something that isn't about to change, So if there's a product and you don't think the price is going to change on it for a long time, Don't worry about that one. Go open the one that you think is going to go up in price a lot. Speaking of which, that would include this, the pack split. If you guys want a chance for vintage glory, here it is. We have a pack split, $36 a spot, and it goes off. I think there's a couple people in here already. And it gives you a chance for the Sabrina's Gengar, and this definitely goes up every single year. Without any doubt, this goes up. So vintage, very sold out. We just got a case of Paladin Fates bundles for $8.50 cash. Felt like a steal. Oh, the price went up again. Time to break my wallet. Oh no, why? And I feel you. Yeah, it didn't go up as bad as Paladin Fates, though. Let me tell you something about that Paladin Fates, man, because that stuff is crazy. How badly do you guys want that Bubble Mew? Do I have the wrong brakes up here? By the way, did you guys know about this brakes? Should I just have like a Bubble Mew brake, like all the time? Is that the one? Because, you know, Bubble Mew's got a lot of movement. Where are my Bubble Mews? Give me a second here, guys. I like to, I pride myself on getting you guys the right brakes, the brakes that you enjoy. It's important to have the brakes that you enjoy. We always have a couple brakes. We got interesting story brakes. We got brakes that are just like niche. But then we got the main course brake, the brake that the whole channel will want. And then I especially like to put up cards that are changing in price a lot. Those are another type of brake that I really enjoy. So cards changing in price, cards that are maybe underpriced for what you're getting. You know, I like to basically hunt for a break that I think is very suitable. Here we go. So here's an English Mew. Okay. Where are the Japanese ones? Do I literally have no Japanese Mews left? How you guys feel about that Mew? How's he ranking for you guys? Paladin Fates is my favorite set. That's interesting. That's one of the only sets that I didn't buy a lot of because I didn't like it that much. I thought the Mew was okay. He didn't seem that big of a deal to me. So let's see. How about... Give me a second. I got some more slab boxes. How about this box right here? Oh, there's the Carddass cards. I was wondering where those are. Look at that. Shining Tyranitar. That's nice. He's a 5. I think he's supposed to be for sale. These are so cute. I love these cards. All right. I don't show those off enough. Those are adorable. So those are the coins. Where are the rest of my Japanese slabs? I imagine I have a Japanese Mew somewhere. I can't imagine I didn't take one and keep one because it did so well. Huh. I'm gonna say break on this. Huh. I can't find one. That would be silly of me if I didn't keep one because, you know, when a break is very, very, very popular, I should always have one in stock in case I want to begin a new one. And the Mew break performed very well. How about here? These are Koro, right? Okay, those are Koro. What's this box here? Let's see. Just taking inventory real fast. Okay. I got the PAF Charizard on GameStop. Ah, second English Mew. Ooh, I'm not seeing a Japanese Mew. That is a mistake if I did not keep one. Okay. So I understand this guy, this English Mew is going up in price a lot. Is that right? Let me check in here. I still got some boxes to go through, guys. That was, we tried to break one of these and you guys didn't want it. You guys rejected it. You're like, nah, I'm not buying into that. I was like, all right, I'll take it. I put it back in the inventory. Nobody wanted it. It's probably like worth double the amount now. I picked a good card out and no one wanted it. Maybe because it wasn't in a PSA holder. But I mean, come on. There we go. I'm sure it was probably 10-ish, whatever it is. I didn't even look it over because I didn't even care. It's just, it's graded 10 by Ace grading. It's like, that's fine. So it's not fancy enough of a card. Oh, look at that. That was supposed to be a break eventually. Okay, I forgot about that. I forgot we had that. No Mew in here. Huh, I might have not kept a Mew, and that is a mistake. Should have kept a Mew. Mr. Casually showing off his slabs. I'm just showing off slabs that are meant to be sold. These are slabs that are meant to be sold. let's see. We just acquired these from Mr. Anthony Kalura. Those will be future breaks. I think that they're perfect because they're cards that you guys will love that I don't love. So I like it when I can find something that is a really nice trade. You gotta think of it like a trade. There's a melodic. Okay. We sit on a crazy amount of Pokemon inventory, which kind of makes you think, I trust the market. I feel that Pokemon is something that's safe to hold on to. Oh, look at that. That Leafeon probably should have already been broken. That's not for sale. How did that get in there? You know, some of these were for sale at one point, not anymore. Because they're too, they've proven themselves too well. Whoa, I don't remember that at all. That's so beautiful. That's cool, man. Oh my gosh. These Gengars. All right, so this is the top stuff. We're into the tops. This is the tops box. So I guess I don't have a Japanese. Oh, what? I have a third one? I don't remember that. I got a third Mew? Where did that come from? How many of these Mews do I got? All right. That's good. That's a good thing. That was more than I thought I had. All right, let me check one more spot. I'm looking for Japanese Mew because I wouldn't mind hosting one right now. What is this down here? Is this tops? That's tops. Okay. All right. And where is modern stuff? I don't think I would have kept any Japanese modern Mews over here. Here's some Japanese Espeons. Nah, he's not going to be over here. All right. We don't have one. We don't have a Japanese Mew. Only the English ones. Don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about that because the Japanese one's such a good break. Oops. Mew Shiny Treasures 10, right? Japanese. Okay. Now, not too long ago, this was a $300 card. What is this guy taking nowadays? We want the good version of the card. Give me a second. We need the number probably. Just out of curiosity, what would your price be for you to buy you out? I have no clue. And that would be something we'd have to sit down and actually measure what we have, which I have not done that. Okay, so... Whoa. He's almost $600. What? How? How is he so expensive? Well, all right. So we're going to go ahead and acquire one of these for future breaks. I don't know. How did he get so expensive, dude? Wait, I got to show you guys this because he is so expensive now. You have a crazy collection. We have a good one, definitely. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get back to the orders. So Mew Shiny Treasures. You ready? We're gonna go find this. So we're gonna say Mew PSA 10, and let's see. So we were buying this Mew. Check this out. You're not gonna believe it. This Mew that now sells for $600. We were buying it for $188 in the past. $188. Now $600. What? That's crazy. All right, so we got 3 of the English ones, more than I thought. My table is covered in dust now. Hold on. I'm so tired of having to lint roller everything. There's so much dust. The cards like attract dust or something. All right. Hate that. It's so gross. Okay. Good. Japanese better than English. Well, it was definitely cheaper than the English one, so it had a lot of room to grow. But it says we acquired these for we don't know how much. So let's get a price thingy out. We're going to see how much we acquired these for. These are 232s. We got 3 of them. So here it is. The prices on these include $724, $854, and $1,057. Okay, you ready? So those were the prices for these 3 slabs. Did you catch that? It was $724. This was purchased at 12.24. Okay, $724. Then it was purchased again for $854. $854, which was acquired in January of 2025. And the last one was purchased also in January for $1,057. We'll say 1060 on 125. So I paid a little bit of a premium on the last one. That's a curious thing. You know, what's funny is when I bought them, I was like, this is overpriced, right? That's how I felt about it. I said, this is overpriced. Okay, now let's see. PSA 10 Mu 232. Now, these are from 2024. They are not even that old, but they're kind of, you know, they're kind of getting old. So the cheapest one is now $1,850, doubled in price in a year. These have doubled in price in 1 year. Crazy. That's crazy. Huh. They're not even vintage. They're just English. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I like him. I don't think he's my favorite card, but I like him. I think that the alt arts are fun to look at. Okay. Let's get back to the orders. Thank you for your patience, people who have ordered. We were just doing a little detour there, doing a little looking up. It's good to do this kind of stuff. You know, it teaches you things. Darren Thompson, who waited 43 minutes, 1 box of Pokemon Korean White, 1 spot in the binder break. Thanks, mister. You got it, Darren Thompson. People have asked about the McDonald's Pikachu, and he is in the binder break currently. And I'm thinking about putting him into the other thing, the Raw Shuffle. What do you guys think of that? I think that'd be neat. So he is in here. The McDonald's Pikachu is in here, and you'd be number 3 in here. There's room for 4 more people. Maybe the binder break should be smaller. Maybe it shouldn't be a 7-spot break. Maybe it should be like a 6-spot break, $240. Okay. Mister, what breaks are going on again? We got all kinds of breaks. This is probably one of the most popular. This is the Now, this is from pretty much this year, right at the end of December. And how soon before this starts to rise and there's a run on the Umbreons? Think about that. We got this Trafalgar Law. We've got this beautiful Espeon. We've got this Cloud who hasn't moved. We have this Mega Gengar who moves a lot. This is very popular, this Gengar right here. Super vintage Gengar, Pop 33, PSA 10. Actually, he's technically Pop 66. Then we also have this Illustration Pikachu, which is not moved. Andrew A. Martin's in here. So he hasn't moved in a while. I thought the Pikachu would be more popular, to be honest with you, but I guess he's not. Now, Pokemon Korean White box. 1 white Pokemon box. We also have the Korean Black Bolt. But let me go grab that white box. All right. I'll be back. All right, here we are. Ba-doink. Place this back over here. I brought in some more One Piece. Fresh One Piece. All right, and let's hit play on that. All right. Ooh. What do you guys think is the most investable case of stuff? There you go. Worked 10 hours yesterday. Nice. Okay. All right. eBay price is a bit cheaper, says Aovic. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a little pricey. All right, so Darren Thompson. One whole box. Beautiful. The English is on 200, though. Maybe you saw that one. There's an English version of the illustration card. Is that what you just said? What? Did you say there's an English version of the illustration card? You know, pricing things live is always kind of tricky. You have to go really fast. Illustration Pikachu. What I most likely did, there is an English version. Oh, I can tell you exactly what happened then. I most likely looked up tag 10, and there probably weren't that many graded with tag, and I probably just searched illustration Pikachu, and I probably got one like this one right here. That's probably what happened. And we started this a couple weeks ago. That's almost exactly what happened. I most definitely priced it based off of the Japanese. Don't forget this too, like one of the spots, this is a star card, right? So we priced it around $200, which means I found it probably for like 180 or something, or 160, you know, so that's probably what happened. That is interesting. The star card makes it more expensive, but that's just part of the game with the breaks these days. Every break has a star spot in it. But yeah, actually, I bet you I did price this based off of the English version of it. I bet you that's what happened. I didn't know there was an English version. Let's change the equation on this and have this guy take a little more time. Let's see. So watch this. So we actually could take the star spot out, right? So that would make it a 1 in 5. But then also we can price it according closer to the closer to the Japanese version of the card. So now it's 41 in 4, and there's already one person in it, and so there's 3 spots left on that. So look at that. It's a little more enticing, but I didn't know that there was a Japanese version and an English version. I assumed it was only in Japanese. All right, Darren Thompson. Oh, yeah, I didn't see the star. So the star always adds $40. We'll leave this up here for a minute. If nobody jumps into it, I'm just going to cancel it and put it away. I'll probably just keep him because he's an illustrator card, and I've watched the illustrator cards for a long time, and they have always done well. So I can just put him into long-term storage and crack him out like a year or two later, and he will have doubled in price anyways. And then we'll just sell him at that point. We are. No need to sell him early. He's a Pikachu card. Yeah, imagine like a year or two goes by and it's like, did you guys collect this Pikachu Illustrator that's out of print? And people go like, oh my God. There you go. All right. Okay. I have some sealed packs. Of the Illustrator. Yeah, I noticed Illustrator cards are kind of in that group like Pokemon Center cards or like staff cards. They're just like these, or Black Star promos. They're like these little cards. You don't think of them too much. Then a couple years go by and they're like, well, these are out of print. And it turns out they didn't have a lot of them. And so all of a sudden they're just like super popular. And definitely something to watch. Here's Reshiram. Here's Ducklet Keldeo. Ooh, Master Ball Kling Klang or something like that. Okay. How's it going, Tammy? How's life, Tammy? Any news? Any interesting news in Tammy's life? Here's Dreddy Gone. Here's Boofy Lot. Oh, I learned from you. We'll slowly grade them over time. Yeah, exactly. The way I do it is I buy a bunch. Maybe not too many, but I buy some, and then I grade a couple, and then I just lose them. I lose them somewhere in my pile of stuff, and one day I run into them again, years later, and it's like, now you grade them, and they're worth double or triple. And maybe that doesn't always work as a rule. I mean, it only works if the market keeps going up. So maybe if the market crashes, you'll be like, oh, I should have sold all those when it was high. But, you know, if it does go up, then it's just like every other product. So we always got a little bit of cards laying around for the future, or sealed product, you know, because you get the cards out of the sealed product. Like, I got these Pokemon Go Japanese boxes, and I could have really pushed them on you guys. I could have put them in the live customs. I could have put them in the Poke Shuffles. I could have put it up on the table and said, bye, bye, bye. But I didn't. I left them alone because I said, why don't I just keep those? And so now when I want to grade something, I can crack open a box of Pokemon Go Japanese, pull out like, you know, Pokemon Go Tyranitar is a real nice card. Pull him out of there and get him graded. And, you know, there you go. Now I've got a submission. It's barely been a week. Buy a bunch, grade a couple, lose some. We are? All right. Very nice. Ooh, we got the clown Ussy, Sawaddle, Sawsbuck or Deerling or something like that. Oshawott, a great pull. And then this is not so great. And then we've got Emboar. Very nice. That's for Darren Thompson. Thank you, Darren. Darren made a whole purchase. This was a whole purchase of a Korean white box. $50 for an entire booster box. Not bad. Way, way more affordable than English or Japanese. With the DA, Mr. Darren. All right. Very good. Let's see. Mr. Devin. When are we playing Gears of War Reloaded? Is it on the Xbox? Did they release it on Xbox as well? I might play it. I'm open-minded. I mean, I'm playing Elden Ring, though. He didn't say new bag, did he? I haven't a bag. Oh, my gosh. He said he didn't have a bag. I'm so dumb. All right. I haven't a bag. Are you playing it, Alex? Are you playing Gears of War? Is it your first time playing? You are? I played the heck out of the game back in the day. I told you I was on the top leaderboards. I was like number 5 at some point. I was really high up there. I played with the team that we assembled. Smart guys, competitive guys. We were young. We were just like playing shooters, and we played all day long, like 15 hours a day. It was just crazy amounts of playtime. No SS on the Xbox. Oh, man. Been playing since 06. Nice, man. There we go. Yeah, I love that game. If you got a team that communicates with microphones, you are so deadly, because the game's all about strategy. There's a lot of strategy and flanking and teamwork in that game. It's very teamwork oriented. Of course, it also helps if everyone's just really good. Right? Like, you can be as team-oriented as you want. If you got bad aim, you're not going to win. Dominic Gonzalez, Waifu Shuffle. All right, Dominic Gonzalez. The Waifu Shuffle works just like the Poke Shuffle, but it's not for Pokemon. It's for sexy girl cards. I feel like I'm the only person here that doesn't play games. You should play some games. Games are healthy for your brain. You don't got to play them extremely hard. You don't have to play them like 8 hours a day. Play like like a puzzle game, something to make your brain stimulated. They said in a study that that's good for keeping your brain from deteriorating as you age. As you age, your brain goes bad. Just like every organ in your body, your brain is also one of your organs. And it's the control center, right? It does everything. Well, when your brain goes bad, you're out of the, you're done. So they say playing video games and exercise, combination of both things, exercise and video games. So if you want to play something that challenges you, something that makes you think. Gamer tag on Xbox. My Xbox gamer tag, I have a great gamer tag. It's DORICK, Doric. That was a name that I went to a homeschool association with. It was the biggest association in St. Louis, really big. It was like 500 families. And the friend I made, his mom was like the organizer of the whole thing. So I became friends with him. And she accidentally wrote my name down as Doric, and I never lived it down. Everyone made fun of me for it because, like, he's a dork. Doric. So that became my Xbox gamer tag. I made that back on the original Xbox One. And back then, the idea of getting a first name for a gamer tag is, like, impossible. You know, I have no extra characters or symbols in that name. It's just a first name, Doric. I guess it's more of a popular name in Europe. It's a real name. And yeah, I actually got that name. It was so weird. It's like being named Tom or something like that, or Bob. Like my gamer tag's Bob, and it's just Bob. And I've kept it the whole time. And yeah, it's weird. Watch TV sleepwalk. I got to get back into it. Here's this. Here's Slowpoke. Here's Zubat. I bet you that playing Minecraft helps your brain. I swear to God. Fight things like aging and dementia. Because if you're like making geometric shapes, if you're building geometric buildings, your brain's got to think real hard. It's got to do like pattern design and repetition and all this other stuff. It's got to do some problem solving. NHCC, 2 of the Chinese Hidden Fates, 1 Waifu Shuffle. Hidden Fates back on the menu for China. China. I like the Chinese product. Chinese Hidden Fates back on the menu, everybody. Y'all are gamers. What do you think of handheld PC like Steam Deck? I'm going to get that Xbox handheld when it comes out. I'm probably going to buy it if the reviews are good. 1 cold one in the Waifu Shuffle. 1 cold one with Mr. NHCC. 2 of the Chinese Hidden Fates. So I actually have to go bring that in here. I'll be right back. Number 24, top fan, Mr. Still have the Hello Kitty cards. What's up, pal Glock? I totally have the Hello Kitty cards. You can buy them graded or you can buy them as booster packs that you want to open. So we got both. All right, let me go get this. All right, so this is the Hidden Fates China. Hidden Fates Chinese. By the way, tonight we have a special giveaway called the Night Giveaway. You guys won this giveaway, the Daytime Lost. How did you win? Basically, you beat them in views per capita and likes per capita. So we weigh it out based off of the stream duration. Here we are. Some people watch both streams, so they can vote, you know, up. They can like both streams. I hope they do. But some people only watch night. Some people only watch day. Whoever is the group that hits that like button more, you get the giveaway. So you basically, you take it from the other group. It's kind of a fun thing. I think it's nice having a little competition. It just keeps the streams interesting. But it's not. It's a little more than that. It actually tells me which stream should be longer. Excuse me. So right now, the way it works, daytime stream gets a limited 2-hour stream. Nighttime stream gets the full 3 to 4 hour to 5 hour if it's busy enough. 3 to 4 to 5 hour stream. That could change. Daytime stream could get the long stream. Nighttime could be the short stream. I'm going to leave it up to you guys, the people. You guys basically get to choose how interested you are in each stream, and we'll just react to that. Just like we're watching the data on these vertical streams. Vertical streams are kicking ass in terms of exposure and views. They're much better. It's not even close. It's like not even a contest. They get more subscribes. They get triple the views. We meet new guys. They say, "What's this? How do I purchase?" They come in. They want to. Oh, I love these Hidden Fates cards because they don't just contain Hidden Fates in them. They contain a couple sets. And look at that. Love this. Alolan Muck. Muck is actually one of my all-time favorites. He's from the original 151 Pokemon generation. And sadly, a lot of other people don't like him. So I guess I'm not supposed to like him. But I always liked him because he was a bad guy Pokemon. I liked bad guy Pokemon. It made the game fun. NHCC. Good pull. I still play the original Oblivion. Today I panicked and jumped into a cactus. Oh, won the cacti. Trying to be Ascent 7. The data is the data. Tammy needs to play RuneScape. Here we are. All right. Run Escape. That sounds like an interesting game. Here's a nice Mewtwo. Oops, I did that last time. Oh my God. Here's the sleeve. All right. Still waiting on a remaster for Fallout New Vegas. I got my kids the G Cloud. It's nicer than I thought it would be. All right. Thank you, NHCC. We have a Mr. Robert Breeding. He says 100 for slab away. Okay, Robert Breeding, $100 slab away. Let's see. Here we are. And it says here that you have Carddass Nikke. And it goes to $420. Boom, got it, $420. And now it says $45 for a Kickstarter Metazoo pack. You know, it's interesting, Robert. I had a chance to sell through my Metazoo packs and then not refresh them, not restock them. And I ultimately decided to restock them. So I actually bought more of these recently. Metazoo is very niche now. It's not like as crazy hyped up as it was. I think it's still, you know, it's got some brand recognition that it did build up, and it's under new management. And I think that there's some nostalgia for these Kickstarter packs. We sold through a box of it basically at about $45 a pack, and I said, let's just keep it going. River Dinos. We got Sam, Shadow People, Black Cat, Book of Shadows, Chibi, Sam Sinclair. Love for you to pull a Mothman and have us send it out to grade. That'd be really cool, man. RuneScape, is that the game that requires you to burn an anchovy in Tutorial Island? That's the game where you can buy a girlfriend. Buying girlfriend. There we go. All right. They should have made collectible RuneScape cards. That'd have been fun. Gotta get with Tops and make some collectible RuneScape cards. Okay, let's see. Ahaha, Robert Breeding. Thank you very much, Mr. Robert. We'll continue to have these Kickstarter packs for sale. Let your Metazoo friends know. We'd love to record a Mothman being pulled and graded in the year 2025. We'll make a clip out of it. Is it weird I still play Stardew Valley? It's so weird, dude. Very weird. I'm like, ew, that's so weird. So here's a CGC card that we did not price last night. This is a very special version of this Pikachu. You can see it says third print. I got to give CGC credit. They know Topps cards. They actually have it sorted out. They understand there's 4 prints. Actually, I figured out there's 5 prints. There's an international print. I call it the Canadian print. So they don't even have that. So there's a 5th print, is Canadian print. And then they divide the prints into rainbow and silver. So they have it properly sorted. PSA never did that. Come on, PSA. Trim your armor. Stardew is cozy. I 100% it already. Stardew is fine. Okay, look at that. So this got a 9 with them. It's very sad. I wish it had a higher grade. But this is I would say this is a highly desirable Pikachu. We are. Looks like we're going to need more sleeves. Okay. And I really do not know what to price this at because I doubt the internet's going to know what this is. Again, third print. Third print's rare. It's real rare. Stardew's for homos, says Court. What? You got me questioning my whole sexual identity. He said Stardew's for homos. I like Stardew. Ooh, I have an opportunity to buy another Lugia. I think we better buy it. What do you guys think? Should we buy another Lugia? I think he better get purchased right here and right now. My internet just went out, says Aovic. Then how are you talking to us? There we go. Karis and I were talking again about potential places to move. We like the way Orlando, Florida looks, man. That place seems kind of cool. We were just doing more research again. We were also researching Montana. Very beautiful. Montana, Wenatchee, Washington, and Orlando, Florida, which seems to be a very common move for a lot of people. So this Pikachu. I've thought about hosting reverse auctions, by the way. A reverse auction is where the price starts high and then the price goes down over time. What's the number on this? This is TV2. Let's try typing in TV2. Would you guys like that, a reverse auction? So after like a week goes by, the price goes down. Or some other thing, you know. Let's see. There's nothing really to compare this. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Here's one. Okay, well, I found one. So there it is. Holographic blue foil. They want $80 for it. I think mine's the better version because of the third print run, but we're going to copy that. We're going to say $80. Good enough. Yeah, honestly, I think this is probably worth more than 80. If Florida is your #1 employee in Start, I'll be your #1 employee in Start slabbing cards. That'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be nice to play around with that again, the card encapsulation. Finally got to peak with the scent. Holy moly, reset so many times for Canada. It booted me when you called my name. What was the slab away and what Metazoo card did I pull? It booted you? All right, so what was the slab away? Robert Breeding. That's so annoying, isn't it? PSA 10 Carddass EV went down from 520 to 420. 420 remains on holographic. I'm assuming it's holographic. Holographic Carddass EV. Now, for this, you have pulled Sam Sinclair. And I was talking about how I purchased a whole nother booster box of the Metazoo Kickstarter because the previous box sold through. Did you know that? We sold through a box of this. It sold through. People wanted it. And I thought, you know, of all the things you could buy Metazoo, I bet you that Kickstarter box is always going to be a little bit of fun for the Metazoo community. So I like that one. I should find something good for Yu-Gi-Oh! And something good for Digimon, too. Digimon, I don't know. Somebody's collecting Digimon out there. Somebody is. One person is. All 15 of the Digimon community. Mr. Powell Glock, what's up, man? He wants into that binder break. Yeah, the binder break's pretty spicy. It's fat as hell now. I mean, it's got a lot in it. Powell Glock. Here you are. How's it going, man? Hope things are going well. Input a Secret Wonders Dark Rye on slabs away. There we go. Ooh. I thought a Secret Wonders Dark Rye on slab away. According to this, we have Robert Breeding, PSA 10, Carddass EV, says late February 2025. I better update this. So hold on. So it says late February 2025. Made $100 payment on 8. What did I just do? Go back to that. 8.27. Okay, so I just updated your profile to mention that you were here and that you made a payment on the EV. And would you like to see it? I don't know about the Dark Rye. Maybe you've already paid that one off. Or maybe you canceled it. I actually don't. I can't remember what everyone has ever done. All I know is that this one says that it's in slab away. And let's find it real fast. Here it is, Robert Breeding. All right, so you slabbed this away back on 2/25, and it's at risk of being out of time. So it actually needs to be paid off really soon. The 6 months is almost up. In fact, I think it's up in September. Here he is. Beautiful card. That's what you had in slab away. Very nice. You got it for a price of $700. Okay, lovely. Put it back up there. So now you have all the information you have. All the information you need. I want to see a big pull tonight. We are. So we have Miss 6. She says 2 Chinese, 151. Pikachu is here. I feel it on my gonads. Your gonads. Here we are. Ugh. Here we go. You ready? Sneep. Ooh. All right. China. Okay, we've got Nato King and Clefable. Well, you did get the reverse hollow Pokeball cards. Those are always nice. There you go. All right. They can't all be hits, I suppose. Toss that in there. We'll grab this bag. I think I'm just going to pull my big bucket of cookies and ice cream from the freezer tonight. Oh, yeah? I bought Karis some ice cream. I'm not allowed to have ice cream, but I got her some ice cream. She got chocolate peanut butter ice cream. Okay, here's Miss Sarah. 1 box Shiny Treasures, 2 boxes of OP13. Okay, let's get started. Miss Sarah. Sarah's going deep. Here he is. This guy looking real confident, looking real cool. Reese's? No, not Reese's. I like the Haagen-Dazs brand. And so we got peanut butter chocolate Haagen-Dazs for her. Just a small little cup of it. I'm not going to eat even one bite. I'm doing good today. I had steak and potatoes. I do a real lean cut of steak, and then I do potatoes, and sometimes I'll do a third thing. I had like some pistachios. I had a turkey sandwich. So I had a turkey sandwich for lunch. That was right before we went live, and that was when I started that horrible headache. I don't know if the sandwich could have caused that or if I was just really underslept. But after the stream ended, remember I was saying I had like a splitting headache. After the stream ended, I slept all day long. Then I woke up and felt much better. So no more headache pain for me. I knew that headache was likely as a result of a lack of sleep. There we go. All right. So I'm feeling fine right now. Feeling good. Sleep is a very powerful thing. It's like healing. The healing is, and it feels good too. The healing power of sleep. I struggle with sleep. I tell the doctor that I struggle because my brain forces me to wake up to get all excited about all the things it could be doing, whether it be playing games, talking to people, shopping for a new card, or opening packs, making content, just all the things. I'm so excited to get to the next day to do the next thing. And I guess I just always kind of been that way. And nowadays it's kind of an issue because I'll be not able to sleep because my brain's anticipating getting back to work. You got the... What's her name? I can't remember her name. I was about to say her name. Something with an I, isn't it? Can't remember now. All right, you see the jump in the promos from 151 UP. Oh, what? Sarah making it look way too easy. Wow. All right. Well, look at that, Sarah. Look at that. That makes up for that really unfortunate round in the previous set, PBR2, which, by the way, PBR2 has gone up in price a little bit, and we still have cases of that left. Ooh. Wow. I got to get ripped like this guy, man. I bet I'd sell so many Pokemon cards if I was ripped. There we go. Wow. Just said I wanted to see a big hit tonight. There we go. We'll put this over here. Wow. Tossing this. I bet you're going to consider grading that. We're going to put this in here. Okay. Wow. Very nice. One beautiful ace for Miss Sarah. Sarah goes deep on these. She definitely, she doesn't seem to give up too easily. She, notably, she was also the one who pulled the Prismatic God Pack. So she's been having a pretty good run on this channel, I feel. All right. I'll go set this aside for a clip for Mr. Mike's side. Somebody talk to me about the price on this card. Actually, I'll do it right now before we set up the clip. Let's see. I'm going to take a screenshot with the eBay app. And that should take me to prices on this thing. Okay. And it certainly did not. Oh, here it is. So, Portgas Diace, OP13, Red Comic Parallel Manga. Here it is right here, guys. $1,800. Wow. Fantastic. That's pretty exciting. Okay. All right. Sarah, thank you for all your purchases. I like to see you hit stuff like this because you can't just go super deep and not pull anything. It just can't be that way. Okay. Oh, it's red? Yes. This is like a remake of a previous manga of this same card. But this time it's going to be in the color red. And obviously I like the color red. Look at my logo. So I'm a fan. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. And if you decide you want to send it to PSA or Beckett or any of those places, let me know. All right. Wow. Actually, while we're still opening your stuff, why don't we leave it on the table so you can look at it, so you can gaze upon your baby. Okay. Move that there. Put this here. So we'll leave that up there so you can continue looking at it and feeling very good about yourself. There we go. All right. Okay. Don't send the gaze. Yeah, the gaze. All right. Boop. I'm straight. Look at it. Wait. Let me, one more step. So let me create that clip before I forget about it, because I will forget about it. That's awesome, man. Oops, that's under best clips. We're going to say Sarah Dusenberry pulls manga red, or let's call it red manga, shanks out of the new set OP13. Okay. Oh, I should also tell him when it occurred. This occurred at the 110-minute mark. There it goes. All right, perfect. How nice. $1,800. That's the one that was for sale online on Feebay. So he could go up, he could go down, but usually prices stabilize a little bit after, you know, the product has been out for a little while. So that price might come down a little bit. But it's exciting, especially for the clip. It's exciting to show that price off. There we go. That's worth a lot. Mister, not all the meat was fresh. You had some old lady meat, remember? Oh, no. I had some rotten meat. That could have been it. Okay. Okay. How nice. Sarah, are you still getting rid of your hollows? Okay. We'll go ahead and snip this up. Oops. Yeah, I'm glad that actually went to Sarah. Sarah, she opened like case after case of PRB2. And then I believe somebody else, I think it was Oscar, he'd opened almost a whole case of it. He pulled the manga snipe. It was just so crazy. Okay. You can have the hollows. Nice. All right. Okay, we'll snip this. I like the supplier who sent me this product too. You know, he made me pay a little more for this product, believe it or not. I paid more for it. But here we are with the manga, so I like that. I'm always suspicious sometimes when I place a big order with the seller and we never pull a manga out of it. I always wonder, like, how did you source this? You know, like, is this off of a pallet? Are we just unlucky? Did someone already knowingly pull a manga out and now you're hosing me down with bad product? They're probably not doing that. They're probably just sending me the product. But I'm, like, paranoid. But the guy who I bought this from, he always charges a little bit more. But I swear to God, we get better pulls with him. Pretty sure we do. Okay, so, wow, it's on 13 already. Yeah, I know, a lot of this product already. They say, wait a second, we got a hit on our hands. We got to keep pumping this stuff out. Okay. 3rd anniversary set. Did you pull a manga? We did. Miss Sarah pulled a manga. Congratulations, Sarah. There we are. That's so cool. Hopefully there's another one around the corner. So we have a total of 8 cases of this product. There's a lot of other nice cards in this set too. So hopefully there's another manga nearby. All right. No, I'll probably do a restock on it too if it's popular. If the set's popular enough, we'll do a restock. Because obviously there'll be more than one manga to pull out of the whole set. I think with OP13, there's a manga in every case from what I got told, says Goo Whoops. Oh, that's manga inflation. That makes the previous ones less valuable over time if that's true. Okay. And his price was at $1,800. It didn't seem to hurt the price. Another pull? Oh, wait. This is out of a second box. All right. No. You're supposed to get a second pull. I should have went deeper, says Whipple. Whipple, don't beat yourself up over it. It always goes this way. It always goes this way, man. Here it is. I've seen this countless times. You couldn't have predicted that the manga was in the next box. You could open the next box and it's just cold. And you're like, you know what? I'll go deeper. And then it's cold. And then you say, you know what? I'll open another one. And then it's just cold. And then all of a sudden, you've paid triple price for the hits that you already did have. So it's just luck, dude. It's just RNG. So don't beat yourself up, okay? Just RNG. The gods smiled kindly on Miss Sarah today. I will say this. Sarah opens so much stuff that she's bound to hit some big hits. You know, she just goes really, really deep. All right. There could be another one, right? Yes. Well, especially if they're one per case, but I don't know if that's true yet. We'll find that out. Yeah, if they're one per case, that really changes the dynamic. Okay, I'm throwing this away. PSA 9 Mewtwo for 900, worth it? I would hold off. I would hold off. There we go. All right, Miss Sarah. Excuse me. What do we have going on with you? I think I put one of your bags over here. I did. We were having such a slow stream yesterday night, and Sarah was like literally keeping us afloat with her orders. Like, holy cow. Thanks, Sarah. All right. We were having a mega slow stream yesterday. Ooh, beautiful. Let's place this over here. So I guess it's kind of bound to happen. Here, I will put Sarah and not just Sarah, but also Joshua Whipple. 1, 2. Because you guys really both went deep. Josh Whipple. Oh, I wrote down Sarah Whipple. Oops, Sarah Dusenberry. And Joshua Whipple. There we go. I knew something didn't feel right. All right, Sarah and Josh. And now I will also hand out a couple spots in here. Let's see. We got Alex going on. Look at that, Mr. Alex. That's Alex. And here's Hawaiian Rifleman. Okay, so Mark J. Valerian. Okay. The queue is open. Yes, the queue is open. You can totally send in an order right now. There's Ruin. Here's Eric Mason. All right, so we're handing out this card for free. The nighttime won the competition between the nighttime stream and the daytime stream for likes. We're also going to go ahead and hit reset entries. So we have reset the entries so that only people who are here right now have a shot at getting into the next round of the night giveaway. So you have to actually be here. You can't have gone to bed. Ivan Rodriguez, Tag 9 Mew. Tag 9 Mew. Tag 9 Mew. What is that going to be, Mr. Ivan? Let's see. $900 for PSA 9 Mewtwo. That sounds so painful. Oh, this one? Oh, he is talking about this one. Look at that. Got to be talking about this one. That's a good card. There we go. Okay. Click. Next up, we've got probably to price up some more slabs. Wow, we just made some big order. Wait a second. Are we done with Sarah's original order? I don't think I finished it. She said 1 box shiny treasures. We got to get her box of shiny treasures. I'll be back, everybody. Oh, nope, because I got a box right here, in fact. Saw short of 2 black bulk god packs from the same tin. I thought that luck transferred. Yeah? You thought it transferred over to you because you watched it? All right. Let's see. Do I have any more? Oh, I hate it when I run out of drink. I love having my water with me. So, one more box. The queue is very much open. It's a very short queue right now. In fact, I'm not sure if anyone's in it. We might actually have an empty queue right now. What time is it? 3:41. We have 73 viewers. Kind of a slower stream tonight for some reason, huh? We are. Tuesday night. It's always Tuesday. Tuesday nights can be real slow sometimes. Okay, pull the Mew. So the Mew in this set has tripled in price. We just looked that up today, in fact. Tripled. Oh, baby, a triple. Okay, there we go. Can't wait for Silk Song. What's that one? What's Silk Song? The Houndoom from Skyrich Japanese and 9. Hey, when does that Magic the Gathering Spider-Man come out? Is that coming out soon? I feel like I ordered that forever ago. Ready for that Spider-Man to show up already. Okay. All right. Here we have Pramip Miraidon. I'm gonna keep them separated. Here's Barioth. 926. It comes out on 926, the Spider-Man does. Does that mean I ordered it like 12 months ahead of time? Hollow Knight. I need that Charizard. So this appears to be a Squawkabilly box. Okay, here's a Banna Snow. All right, he looks really dumb. Okay, good. Now here's Toad's Cruel. Toad's Cruel. You mean the collector's box? Yeah. Okay, so I ordered it too early. There's Gardevoir. Here's this guy. Okay, we've got this girl here. She's all like, I'm gonna beat you up. Okay, I don't remember anything about Scarlet Violet, the video game. Ooh, Tatsugiri. All I remember is thinking I did not have fun. And finally, you did it. You pulled the, what's his name again? I can't remember his name. It's too difficult. There's too many names. He's got that great artwork with the AR where he's sitting on a Gengar map. Carpet. Matt? God, his name's on the tip of my tongue. I can't get it, though. My brain doesn't have it. Right on the tip of my tongue. Something with like a W. Greavyard? Greavyard. All right. Greavyard. They added a lot of doggy Pokemons over time, didn't they? There's a lot of puppy dogs. That's Cujo. It's Cujo. All right, Miss Seva. Let's grab your bag again. Okay. There we go. Holy, Metazard's going up like crazy. Is he really? I held on to mine. Always tempting to sell. Everyone is tempted to sell all the time. You know, you're like, the cards are up. I should sell. Always tempting to sell. It gets even more tempting when the market goes down. PSA 10. Let's see. It would be called the Celebrations. Ultra Charizard. Celebrations Ultra Charizard. Sort by lowest price. Go ahead and buy it now. Okay. All right. So the cheapest one is $6,000. Is that going up? I don't remember what I last saw them for. Cheapest one, $6,000. Let's see. Last sold. Well, it says here it ended most recently for $5,500, but you can see earlier it had sold for 3.8. So yeah, it definitely moved up in price. I mean, I talked about how the modern day cards were so easy to grade and there were so many of them. But for some reason, Metal Charizard is not easy to grade and there's so few of them. And I said, it's so unique, you know, the metal cards, there's going to be, there's going to be this thing where they're going to shoot up in price for a lack of supply and a increase in demand over time once they're rare. I bought my Metazard CGC 10 from Mr. on Cyberway at $700. Yeah, hopefully it's like worth double or triple that now. Probably double at least. Okay, so we've got Ivan Rodriguez, Tag 9 Mew. We already took care of that. I remember that. Now we have an order from Bloody Auto Tune. He says, Korean White Flare box and shipping. You got it, man. So, do you already have a bag? And did you want to ship because you wanted to ship, or is this your first time purchase and you didn't know that you could actually just store this over here for a while and keep adding to it? Like, he just sold at $1,600 yesterday. Dang, dude. The CGC Gem version. Wow, that's pretty good. So it's a little more than 50% up, or double, or 200, whatever times two. Not 50%. 50% would be not very much. There we go. I have a bag. Oh, okay, cool. So we're going to add this to your bag and get you shipped out. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. How's life going, Mr. Twain? Tossing this. Oh, yeah. Well, we love to hear, cards going up in value, feeling like you did collect something that everyone wants, and now they can't have it, and you've got it, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling. There we go. You don't get that from everything that you buy. Like, you buy a toy at Target, it instantly loses value, and it stays that way. Okay. Yeah, it's my biggest card now. Oh, very cool, man. There we go. All right. We'll grab this and snippet it. Good. All right. Patiently waiting for some PSA subs now, though. Got a Blaine's Charizard. So here we have Samurott. It is Samurott. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, here's Zebra Striker. We got Reshiram. Nowadays, I just put the EXs with the hollows. Whoa, this is good, though. Look at that. Tepig. Very cute. Adorable. Okay, this is Kling Klang Klong. Okay, made out of clay. It's so weird. What a strange card, man. It just looks really weird. The background's all like, I don't know how to feel about it. It's like this weird, blurry 3D background. Like it looks like a computer animated background. And then he's just suspended and he's made out of, he's a clay model. It's really weird. Here's Cottony or something. I can't remember that one. Okay. And we got Archeops. Big W's Dark Knight. I got PSA 10 Crystal Guardians Reverse Bulbasaur that I got from your live customs, and now it is worth $1,000. Nice. I bet I put him in there for $300. And one of the reasons he went in there is because I considered the Crystal Guardian cards undervalued. So this is why you saw me holding on to sort of like an inventory of them, because for a little while we were hosting continuous breaks on them, and you guys kind of got to vote on it. And my theory was that, why are these so cheap? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, the vintage booster packs were always like $500 a pack, but your odds of a good reverse holo were not there, and the odds of a grading 10 weren't there. And the current populations were sitting on like pop 10, pop 15. And I'm like, it just doesn't, it doesn't make sense. And I was saying stuff like, I think this Gold Star era 10s are going to go way up in price over time. And it was just a theory at that point. And it totally played out. That's exactly what happened. Over time, it turned out they were this card that a few people could buy up very easily and no one else can. And now they're very expensive. And so that's what happens when a product is very low population. A monopoly can be ran on them right away. It's not even difficult. And the people who do own them says, I'm not giving this up because I'll never see it again. Ooh, you got Whimsicott. There we go. All right, Bloody Auto-Tune. Thank you so much, man. By the way, if you wish, you can add another box to the bag. It's going to go ahead and get shipped out, but you still got time in this stream to add a little more. Those stamp reverses are very nice. It was indeed the chase of the lives. Go. All righty. Ooh. So cool. All right. Bloody Auto-Tune with the B. Let's go looking for you. If I get the high dollar grading option, will there still be a markup? High dollar grading option. There could be, yes. There could be, absolutely. Okay. Ah-ha-ha, ta-da. Okay, we found your bag. The live custom chase card. Well, we helped a bunch of people obtain that. Remember, we hosted like 10 breaks on the Bubble Mew in Japanese. Does anyone remember that? We hosted like 10 breaks of that. 10 breaks of Japanese Bubble Mew. And now that card has tripled in value. So whoever walked away with those did pretty good. Triple. That's nuts, dude. Love the stamped reversed, especially getting my favorite Pokemon in the stamped reverse holo from it. I remember those Bulbasaurs. I had a whole bunch of them. All right, let's go ahead and hit this. Okay, logging back in. Clicking on this. Good. And let me make sure we don't already have you. No, we don't have you. Okay. So I'm going to grab this guy. And now we're going to grab your email. So like I said, if you want to add any more to the bag, there's still time for that. See how heavy this is. This isn't too heavy at all. Okay. I remember when you were doing silver Dialga breaks. If only I had won. Yeah. That was a card I didn't actually like. Believe it or not, I'm not actually a Dialga fan personally. And so I had some Dialgas that went up in price, and I said, let's just let them go. Some Pokemon I'm big fans of, like clearly I like Tyranitar. I like Gengar and Umbreon and Charizard, which is kind of lame to collect them these days because obviously everybody likes them. So when you say, I like Gengar, you're just like everybody else now. You know, it's not hip, it's not cool. You're just like everybody else. So you try to find a Pokemon that's cool that everyone else doesn't quite like, you know? You go, okay, so what do we got? Here's Hunter Tipton, 4 packs of Tears of the Planet. You know, because you want the Pokemon you like to sort of define you a little bit. Define your style. And if your style is just, I like what everyone else likes, it's not that defining, is it? There you go. Throw this away. That's empty box now. So the next order of Tears of the Planet is a fresh box of Tears of the Planet. Hunter Tipton, good luck. Final Fantasy really blew up with the Magic the Gathering release. And those cards are starting to make their way back from eBay. All right, what do we got here? We've got Adramelech. Here's Adramelech. Here's REM. Here's Baralai. And here's Whoa. Ooh, whoa. I'm a hoe for Chansey. All right. DP likes Chansey too. Remember that? All right. There's just more to love on Chansey. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo. I like this song playing by Minecraft. The Minecraft song. Okay, Hunter. Wow, these are some very expired bags. Look, this says Hamnet Nicholas. That's $2.25. But look at this one. This one just expired. $8.24. Haunted. Haunted. He's our friend in India. I don't know where he is. I hope he's still around because he buys cards and then he kind of disappears for a while. Here it is, Hunter Tipton. Okay. Okay. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye, mister. See you later. Have a nice night. AJ the Great. So we've been live for 2 hours now. The audience has picked up a little bit, I noticed. That's fascinating. The Nazgul. Ooh. This is really nice. This is a break. Tyler McCansh's in it. We need one more person. $32. Pokemon Go. Tyranitar. I was just talking about how good this card is. Yeah, he's a great card. Here is Gengar. Very nice. Glalie 9. And Sylveon. You might not have seen these a lot. These are called Karuta cards. Sort of like another hand game. Yeah, it's some sort of card game that kids play, like Uno or Old Maid. You know, there's these specialty card sets. Well, this is one of them. It's called Karuta. We don't play this in the United States, but they do. And they come with these thick cut cardboard cards that look like this. And people collect them. They have a nice look to them, and sometimes you can get a 10. You know, what's neat about them is they're not very expensive. Like, how many Gengar 10s do you know that you can purchase for $69? So he's definitely a more affordable Gengar. All right, they're cheap. They're speculative. They could catch on more if PSA begins to grade them. So right now, PSA does not grade them. But if PSA begins to grade them, all of a sudden, they could be valuable. Okay, here's a card that got abandoned, it looks like. Hisuian Samurott. Look at that, 1025. Wow, that's a really old one. Holy cow. But most people usually sleeping at this hour. True, true. Not me. So what is this? Battle region? PSA 10. Battle region. 091. This card cost $80. It's a PSA 10 $80 card. We are going to be a little more than 50%. Let's make it, how about $60? Okay, there it is. That's a Carddass slab on the table. I talk about this. There's a time period where people abandon some of these TCC cards, and now it's been like a year or two later, I'm starting to repo them finally. They're for sale. Once they're sold through, you'll never see them again. So for a little while, there's some Carddass slabs for sale on the Carddass table. It's an unusual situation, and then I won't have these next year. So it's a rare chance to have one of these just for fun. Let's see, what's this? Here's another abandoned card that we found, Shining Celebi 9. Take a quick look at this. What's the dealio with this? Why did it get a 9? Okay, it's a pretty strong 9. It's a nice looking 9. Let's go ahead and get a price tag on this. Very easy to price this. PSA 9 SM 79. And he's not really that expensive. You know, the 10s are expensive. This looks like it's going to be $55. Okay. And we are out of sleeves. I got to get more sleeves. Can't wait till I get paid this week to open a new bag. Nice. Not all nocturnal. I'm getting ready to head to work and enjoy some good old-fashioned ditch digging. Nice. Yeah, you know, those jobs in the trades, those are good jobs. Can't be easily replaced by AI. Not yet. Maybe someday, but not yet. But AI is going to go after high-paying doctor jobs first. That's for sure. I tell people this, the people who are going to be rich in society in a couple of years are going to be all like the carpenters, plumbers, electricians, jobs where you have to have enough testosterone. Yeah, because everyone's got falling testosterone levels, so there's no muscle left. I probably don't have much muscle. That's why I'm working out. That kind of stuff's on my mind. And, you know, I don't go outside. I don't get suntanned. So I need to start doing that. I need to do that. I need to get a workout and get some sunlight. And but everyone's inside on their computers. You already got all these men who are like, I'm so smart. I got a degree. It's like a useless degree. He doesn't use it. I don't use mine. Right? And so, you know, in the future, there's going to be a shortage of what? Like tough guys who can go build a home. There's definitely a lack of homes. There's a need for construction like crazy, you know? Like if it was only cheap enough to build stuff, there'd be so much stuff getting built. But the reason you can't get it cheap is because you can't find any workers. So the workers got to be paid like $1 million to do that job. We are. AI has replaced a lot of government workers here in the Caribbean. Crazy. Hopefully, man, I can't wait for AI to replace all the government workers. Maybe it could replace the president. Replace the Democrats and the Republicans. Just replace all of them with AI. I bet it'd do a better job. How crazy would that be if we had an AI president, AI Congress, AI Republic, AI Senate? I am the Senate. That's the AI talking. I bet AI would be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me go get all this work done for you. It's so reasonable all the time. 8 Mega Symphony. You got it, Mr. Bloody Autotune. You ready? But also like car mechanic, all these jobs that require like some physical intelligence. That's where you got to use your hands, you know. You got to move around the right way. It's harder for AI to replace that. Some jobs can be replaced very quickly. Like, I want to say like therapist or how about accountant or, you know, these jobs that are just talking jobs that require analysis. AI is going to liquidate those jobs so fast. So here's 7. We need one more. Okay, one more. Those jobs are going to get beat up in the pussy. We are. Driving jobs, those are going away. The auto driving cars, that's a big deal, right? Auto drive, that's a lot of jobs. But yeah, carpentry, that's harder to do. That's roofing, that's harder to replace. How are they going to replace that? That's trickier. You are. So, you know, if you're a tough guy and you got strong enough arms, you go working like construction and go get paid, man. You'll be rich. You'll be at the top of society in a minute here. It's like that South Park episode, right? Okay, so I dig ditches and make more than the principal who has a doctorate that said I'd regret the decision. No debt, 6-figure salary from that job, and almost 6 from Pokemon. So I'd say the trades. The trades are the way to go. I have to completely agree. Here's another way that the trades are interesting. Much harder for girls to get into that job. You're not competing against half the population because girls are not going into the trades. Some girls do, but not. Oh, an Altart Wally. See, this is here. Look, this is the problem. This is the average male in the West today. This is us. This is the average guy these days, and he's going to go to the cosplay. He's going to go to the Pokemon Card Center. He's going to, you know what I mean? He's going to go to the Collecticon, the Anime Con. This is the average male. And I'm saying, if you're tough enough to go do carpentry and all that stuff, go get paid, man, because it's going to pay you so well. Because the girls don't do that. Yeah, that's right. They spec dexterity. Says any man says dexterity. They didn't spec strength. Yeah, so go get one of these jobs that requires you to have, you know, even a small amount of testosterone to do the job. And you find yourself, all of the weaker men have fallen out of that job. AI can't really do it. Girls don't want to do it. And I don't think some of them just can't. They're just not physically strong enough. That's a guy feel, and it's an easy way to win. That, maybe the military. We've talked about the military before. You know, the military, they were having like a shortage of guys signing up for it, so they're increasing benefits. We are. Military, the trades, big money there. Or you could go into humongous debt in college, get a social science degree that's completely useless, and enjoy having wasted 4 years of your life and having, you know, $200,000 of debt sitting over your head. I went to college. It worked out for me, but I don't use my degree. So I don't know. My wife, she uses hers. Hers was software though. So, and that's a scary thing. She got her degree like 8 years ago or whatever it's been. Here's what's scary about it. Software is becoming more competitive. AI is actually starting to do some of the coding. So that's real scary, because that was looked at like a really secure way to earn money, was to go code. And all of a sudden AI is going to come around and eliminate a bunch of low-level coding jobs. And so it's going to be fewer people managing to get a job in coding. And coding can be done anywhere in the world. So if the computer doesn't do it, if the AI doesn't do it, some guy in India is doing it. He's an Indian programmer contractor. And so it's, you know, it's more competitive than ever. You have to be like a specialist coder who's just smarter than everyone else and more ambitious. You know, it's not just a job you clock in and out of. You just got to be insane about coding. And then they go, okay, you're a genius. Yeah, you can come code for us. So that's it now for coding. It was looked at like this easy job 10 years ago, because it was. There just wasn't enough coders. But AI is going to get rid of a ton of coders. So many. Like my wife, she works with guys who do like simple coding jobs, like go code a button. You know, go make this button work on this website. Go make the button work. There's an error with the button. Go fix it. That's going to be AI doing that job in like 2 seconds. Pretty soon, all those entry-level coding jobs are going to be AI doing that. And she knows it, and it's kind of interesting to see it. I just hired the first female in the field in my company's history. She's from the Honduras, and she can put some men to shame. She's 20 and works her ass off. Yeah, there's definitely going to be exceptions. You know, I don't want to sound like like women can't do construction. I'm just saying I don't think they generally want to. And there's going to be exceptions to that. And maybe you'll see more and more women in construction, because those jobs are going to end up being so steady and so good paying over time. But I mean, look at all the housing shortage. We need new infrastructure, new roads. You know, places get overcrowded. We need like these choo-choo trains. We got to put some high-speed rails up. There's so much, you know, all of our skyscrapers are like from the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s. We need like new high-end architecture buildings. There's so much building to do. And robots are not complicated enough to quite do all that work yet. So it's still done by hand by humans. And it'll probably remain that way for a little while. I think it'll be, you know, increasingly they'll try to get robots to help. But I think, you know, you got to have people who are really able to secure it and say, yes, this building is up to code and won't collapse on you. Winston Lee says, $20 to my Subway 1 live custom. Winston Lee. Hey, how's it going, Winston? Sorry to speak to text grammar errors. I'm off to work. Have a good night. Coding was viable in America because wages were crazy inflated. They're getting a reality check now. Coders were paid nothing in the rest of the world. Here it is. Well, Power Tool Rua, I don't think that's the deal. I think the problem is that there's too many of them. That's what's really going on. That was not true in the past. and everyone was told, get a job coding, get a job coding, get a job coding, get a job coding. Coding's paying so much, you make so much money, learn how to code. And it was looked at like this protected job, like, oh, they're definitely going to need coders, and there's never enough of them. That's not true anymore. So many people went for coding, and now everyone knows how to do it. So as the years went by, our society became more prolific in that area, but not just ours, everyone's. So again, like you hire the, the Indian contractor, Winston Lee. Let's go find you in the Slab Away channel. You'll hire the contractor across the world to work for you as well. And that is exactly how Enterprise Holding does it. So Karis, she's educated here in America. She's got an advanced coding skill. She's got a lot of experience. She understands all their systems. And then what she has to do, she has to review and work with the coders from India. They do the brunt of the work. Enterprise doesn't code a lot. Indian contractors code a lot. And then those coders work, and she manages them. And she says, you did your code wrong here. This project isn't right this way. So she tells them, this is what we want. We want this, that, this, that. And then a whole bunch of it's just done overseas. And then they bring it over. And then the people here in America who have maybe a bit of a higher education in the subject, they make sure it's correct. And then, they fix it if it's not. Okay, it says here you're done with your Steelix. Nice, dude. All right, let's go find it. Steelix time. People don't understand how many coders there are in India. You're right. Yeah, and they're good, too. They're not bad. It's not like low quality. They're smart, man. That's what I was saying about India. I say India's smart. They have slums. They have a problem with trash. They have the street food, which is infamously kind of dirty. But that's not all of India. Here we are. All right, let's see. Mr. Winston. They got billionaires. They got beautiful areas. They'll put some American places to shame. We got slums, We've got slums. If you go to the right inner city, we got slums. Not that great in all the places in America, sadly. Look at that Steelix. Oh yeah, beautiful. So does this have to be paid out? Let's see. That was put away in June, and it doesn't mention RM, so he might have already gotten paid out. Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Winston. All right. All done with that. Dishwashing at dine-in restaurants. Are those jobs safe? Potentially not. Potentially not, because dishwashing sounds like it could be done by a better dishwashing machine. If you could have a machine that simply sorts the cups and the bowls and the forks and the knives and just put it into the dishwasher, I could see an automated dishwasher someday, sure. But let's say you're building a skyscraper in New York. You want to try and automate that with just some robots? Hell no. Hell no. The building's got to be built perfectly. No mistakes. And so, a human has to review it and do it by hand. Okay, same with building a home. There's so much that goes into building a home. It's like you're a doctor of building a home, but maybe certain aspects of home building can be done by the machine. So the machine can do like the architecture part, some of the mathematics and the architecture, making sure that the home can't collapse, making sure it's really strong. But when it comes time to assemble it, I don't know. I just can't see robots assembling the home yet. Maybe one day robotics will be, because AI is really smart, but I think that robotics kind of lags behind what AI is capable of doing. So that's it. I think robotics doesn't keep up. We're seeing robotics getting worked on right now, but I just don't think it keeps up to that level. Go on Fiverr. You can start outsourcing your work. Everywhere has slums. India population just dense in those areas. So it seems like everyone. It's same as people think Africa is just safari. India's issue is still uses the caste system. Man, we use the caste system, man. All right, so we are waiting on another order. We have an empty queue, guys. Empty queue. There's nobody in the queue. Let's work on something. Let's work on getting some cards priced. How about... Ooh, look at that Growlithe, man. Gorgeous. So pretty. Man, I might be sending my CGC cards to not my CGC cards, my Topps cards to CGC, because they are so good at identifying it. Look, they say 4th print silver foil. So that's the cosmic print, and they're right. It's 4th print. Look how it has a black label. Isn't that interesting? Because the ones that are not holographic will have a red label. So strange. Yeah, just one of those things you have to know. Any repos going to be done next month? Possibly. There's two guys that have some really good cards, and they haven't made any payments this month, and they're coming due. They're good vintage cards that went up in value, and they needed to get those done, but they haven't made any payments this month, and this month is almost open. They're at risk of being repoed, and that is the nature of it. And it's surprising that they didn't pay it off, because it's like the card went up in value, so it's surprising they didn't pay it off. Okay, here we are. Let me see if I can identify it. Maybe they are just in a really tough financial situation. So, warning due, Theodore Perez Jr. Lugia Game Boy. That one was set from March 2024 to March 2025 to August 2025. So he's had a year and a half on that one, and it is still just $25 over halfway paid. That one's got to be done, and it's just a year and a half is a very long time. Now here's another one. This one's a full year. Matt Hansen PSA 10 Ditto Squirtle. This one's much closer. He has 175 left on it. He's had a full year on it. It's one full year, and it's not done. It's going to get canceled. He's got to finish it. So that one's a full year long, and the other one's a year and a half long, which means he already received the benefit of me extending it beyond the normal amount. Are you sold out of Topps first movie? Topps first movie. I am, and I was not able to restock it either. So I've got some sealed boxes of it that I wanted to put away, that I could open if I wanted to just liquidate, but I don't know if I should. Also, I was asking myself, I was like, why am I even selling these? We are. Doesn't make sense to sell them. Okay, here's the Growlithe. It almost makes more sense to just open them and grade them. It's like they would be a constant source of good cards to grade. There we go. Mister, I sent you a penny message earlier, and PayPal got flagged. It is pending for security. Is that normal? I got no clue what they're doing. Maybe what they're doing, maybe it had something to do with what you said. Let's see what you said. You said, we review certain payments closely to ensure our platform is being used properly to minimize potential risks. So let me go in and see what that message you sent was again. It could have been the fact that you were using names. Yeah, so if you start naming people, I find that PayPal does not like that. And so PayPal might be wondering what your relationship is to Mr. Imran, if it's you or if it's like your friend or your father or something like that. When you start using people's names, they don't like that. And so they might ask you the age, the date of birth of Imran. I don't know if they'll do that, but they might do that. So let's just see. Here it is, pending $1. And you said in the message, not $1, 1 penny. You didn't say anything interesting. You said, please check my message if you haven't already. You are shipping my package with the wrong information. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that they're probably just going to not worry about it. That's my bet, because you didn't say anything interesting. You didn't say like, hey, you didn't say anything incriminating. You didn't say anything truly unusual. You just sent me a message to warn me that, I didn't make my label right or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're going to leave it alone. Okay, Topps Growlithe, and it's 4th print, and I don't know what I want to sell it for. Okay, give me a minute here. All right, so I'm just going to choose my own price. It's going to be a reasonable price of $70. He's 4th print wave. We sorted it out, but wondering if I can still order now or I have to wait till it stopped. Give it a try. Try sending another penny over, maybe. See if it's still pending when you send it. Yeah, try sending a penny over and see if it's pending. If it's still pending, then what you can do is in the morning, we can just see if it clears by the morning, because sometimes it clears very fast. So this is going to be PSA 10 top Spiro 4th print. That's really cool. But the problem is it's Spiro. So who really cares about Spiro? Not a lot of people. Let's see. Okay, the irony is that he's kind of pricey as a 9, right? Like, look, Cosmic Print, $70 9. This is also a Cosmic Print 10, but he is probably going to be just about $80. We're not asking a lot for Spiro because he's Spiro. Has the waifu shuffle been cold lately? Yeah, I'd say so. It's been a little cold. Maybe a hot one in there. All right, cool. Now, I mentioned that I thought maybe we should work on the Raw Shuffles. Yes. See this box? This is called the Raw Shuffles. They work just like the Pokey Shuffles. Same idea. So I think we're going to add one of these McDonald's Pikachus to the box. Here it is. McDonald's Pikachu. Poopy Chew. So this will be a pack that is considered like a hit. Now, I think I'd like to try and sell this for $40. What's going to happen then is I need to fill in these 3 packs. So you have 1 hit pack and 3 cold ones. When you add them together, they equal what? 40, right? So that's familiar. Let's go ahead and fill them with something. Maybe some of these. We got these from Miss Tammy. Okay, we'll just do this. 1. Oh, I really like this Flareon. Oh, blinded me. What the hell? That was really bright. I might have to keep this one. Okay. These are basically cold packs, so you are not getting $10 worth of cards out. You're getting a couple cards. Okay. All right, like that. Okay. Now, there you go. So that's $40. And over here is the Pikachu, which is what people really want. That's a hit card now. And it's a hit booster pack in here. And so that works exactly like the Raw Shuffles work, see? I don't like this. I don't like how this is kind of fallen over. Is there a way to stop that? I don't want the packs to be bent. One of the highest paid jobs that people look down on here in the Caribbean is grass and overgrowth maintenance. Oh, yeah, there's a ton of that here in Lake of the Ozarks. Pest control, boat cleaning, power washing all over your house and just like everywhere. Because everything gets so like mossy and cobwebs and it's just everywhere. It's this constant creeping of nature into your boathouse and all this other stuff. And so those jobs are abundant, and I imagine they don't pay too bad because every time we get a quote, the quote is insane. Like we got a quote just to tear up some bush, some roots for bushes, and it's not a complicated job. But they want like $500 to do this. It's like, wow, dude, $500 for what? This is like an hour of work at best. But they're going to bring in a little de-rooter and make $500 in one move on it. And so, yeah, that kind of outdoorsy work, you might put it in that same category as sort of like a male-dominated field where you got to have a little testosterone, you got to be willing to get baked in the sun, you got to be willing to get dirty and scratched and cut and bit and around sharp blades or something like that, and all of a sudden is paying a ton of money. So much more money than the guy who puts bread on the shelf at Walmart. Because guess what? There is no risk to that job. That job's very easy. An old person could do it. A young person could do it. It's like a brain dead job. But going outside and suffering in the heat and getting cut and getting rashes and mosquito bites and all this other crap, that's where the money's at, man. It's a more difficult, less desirable job. The work better be a PSA 10 for that money. Maybe I missed it, but are you sold out of Top's first movie? Yes, sir. Them big bush Bertha's too hard. One of the highest paying jobs that people overlook is working on grass and overgrowth. Yes. All right. Any repo is going to be down next month. God on Fiverr, you can start out soon. Okay, so I read all your messages. We are at 4:22 a.m. in the morning, and the stream is ongoing. We are wondering if you guys are interested in any more orders. Look at this. Mewtwo and Venusaur tag. Aren't those beautiful? Man, tags out there, man. Their slabs look so fine. That's a beautiful slab. I think they're going to have way less orders at their new price point, but it's pretty. I like it. You want to get high? Yeah. Hey, I used to stock bread. I used to work around the guys that stock bread. I always envied them because they did basically the same job I did for Coca-Cola, except they only had to lift loaves of bread up, which is notably much easier than lifting, you know, like a pallet worth of 2 liters. You do that, you're pooped. It takes so much energy. If you have a whole pallet of 2 liters and you're in a big Walmart, you got to stock up the 2 liters and you're just busting through them. Yeah, halfway through the pallet, you got plenty of energy. You get through the second half of the pallet, you're starting to get tired. Every 2 liter weighs like 5 pounds or whatever it is. And it's just like this repetitive motion, though. It's very high energy. It's like what do they call it? Aerobic. It's an aerobic exercise. And it burns calories for sure. It keeps you skinny. Yeah, I was so skinny when I worked for Coca-Cola. I was fit, man. But the bread guys, they'd be like these fat older men with glasses. Bunny bread guy, he'd come in, he'd push a little cart, he'd put that bunny bread up on the shelf. I'd be like, man, I wish that was me. Some days, you know, I'd be working real hard and I'd be like, why didn't I just become a bunny bread guy? All right, let's get this giveaway done, guys. You ready? Here we go. We've got Reflex. Okay, Reflex, thank you for being here, guys. You beat the daytime streaming likes. I appreciate that. I hope you guys keep that going, because if you beat them every time, you'll get the giveaway every time instead of them. It's going to be a bonus giveaway because we'll get standard giveaways going anyways. So, you know, we'll have standard giveaways. This is Mr. Fahad Salim. Fahad Salim. Nice to meet you, Mr. Fahad. Here's Lord Pop-Tart. Sounds like a job for fabled Armstrong family. Yeah, the Armstrong family. Lord Pop-Tart. All right, who's not on here who deserves to be on here on this list? Sarah, Josh, Alex, Mark, Ruin. Who's supposed to be on this list? Yeah, I'm going to put Alexis on. I'm going to put Alexis on. She does the shipping for us. She needs some cards, okay? She needs a chance. Who else? Has anyone been really nice to me lately? Yeah, I got a spot. I'm not here for the giveaway. Peak Physical Fitness. Did anyone here have really bad luck tonight? I don't think anyone had really bad luck, right? Is anyone in the chat a brand new person who's never been in the stream before? Is anyone here new? I'd love to put a new person on here. Did anyone else get the illustrator? Smoked That Turtle says me. Somebody who's been here a long time always does that. They say, me, 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 me. Brian Fruin says me. All right, so let's go ahead and roll it. You ready? Grabbing this. Shoop. Landing on 16, so we will re-roll. Landing on 5. That's going to be Mr. Ruin. He takes the Paldean Whooper. Is it Paldean Whooper? I think it's Paldean. Okay, Ruin on 8.25. Okay, very good. So that is the end of the nighttime stream. We're cutting it short because there are no more orders. We've been having kind of a slow month, I want to say. It's been a bit slow. And hopefully it picks up a little bit later, but that's all right. One Piece, a lot of sales in the One Piece in the daytime stream, and Sarah came in for the nighttime stream and pulled an amazing pull. And then we've been having these pretty consistent CGC sales, so those are really cool. We are expecting a PSA return pretty soon, so that'll make a good video as well. And really, you know what I need to do? I need to start popping out content. That's my own fault. I need to start putting out content again. So Mr. Mike's Side makes content. I need to make some content too. So maybe I'll turn off the stream and get back to that, okay? All right, guys, you have a nice night. That's the Tuesday nighttime stream. It's always a little slow on Tuesday. I'll see you for the Wednesday daytime stream. It's going to be vertical, so I'll see you there.